Hello, you beautiful internet you, and welcome back to another exciting episode of Careful Cantrip, where a group of friends from coast to coast do their absolute best to get lost in dungeons and make both Kaz and Khan eat plizzies today. As always, I am your host, your ever-loving universe, DM Dave. Recently amputated part of my face. Don't worry, it does grow back. I am part reptilian. And my wonderful players that are with me. Guys, you know what to do. Give some love to the trippers out there.
Hey!
All you Flizzy lovers.
Here we go.
Nate, we got a level 4 hype train, bud. You know what to do. You gotta light it up.
What?
Light it up, baby. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
You started out so good.
He's still training, guys. Don't worry, we have him on a
training.
performance indication plan right now.
Toot toot.
No!
Jesus Christ, Nate.
You keep
Thank you so much for the brand new friends that you brought in. GF Powers for 32 months. That's like 18 babies if I do my math right. B-Town dropping a big 5,000. My God. Animal. Double O Aimless 69. Nice. Nominate 100 biddies. Thank you so much. I love those soft, round, beautiful biddies as they bounce around in chat. Just look at them all. They look great. With that said, I am going to turn it over to someone. Who am I turning it over to now?
It's me. What's up?
I'm turning it over to Nate. Nate's going to do his thing. Nate, take it away, baby.
Whistle 2 weeks in a row. I've been cleaning my apartment, guys. There's been a lot going on. It's been feeling good. I don't know where anything is. Well, I'm here to tell you about Patreon, though. It's pretty dang cool over there. We upload a lot of cool stuff like campaign diaries, and we actually just changed a couple tiers around. So we're introducing some new perks for y'all if you're interested. Pretty dang cool. So for those in the Blue Queen Champion tier, we're going to get a handwritten postcard from our very own Beck. Beck's going to be pretty dang cool. So to see what you put out there.
Fancy.
For the
If you
ones
have
in
any
the...
requests to not get any that are inappropriate, please tell me.
Yeah. If not, you by default, they probably will be inappropriate.
Yeah, I was going to say, if they're not asking for inappropriate stuff, I mean, are they really here for the right reasons? We gotta ask those questions.
Right.
I have one that says animals that owe me money, so that's probably the most tame one.
Okay.
That's the most tame? Oh,
Yes.
Oh, trippers,
Yes.
You're lucky. I might have to sign up for my own Patreon.
We got more, Dave. It's even cooler. So if you sign up for the Fabled Warlock tier, we're actually doing some cool things. DAG is now going to be doing a question period. So if you guys have any questions about DM tips, things that you just want to know generally about games, you want to shit on them for Pathfinder, do whatever you want. Give them a heads up. Dag's going to be doing a awesome Ask a DM series. So any questions you guys have floating around, if you want to get into the nitty gritty, now's your time to do it. A few of us probably also answering some questions in there too. So knowledge is the gift that we give you. With that, Raina, what else?
Oh shit! Wow, that was such a smooth transition.
Hold on.
Okay.
We're forgetting something. Nate,
Oh,
Major-
we dare! B-Town!
What?
B-Town it is. B-Town and
Oh,
Cross.
just
Thank you so much.
Shout out.
Of the day. And I just to let you guys know, B-Town Cross and I did a world building stream on Sunday, on Saturday, on Sunday. I can't remember which day it was. But I gotta say, we got pirates, we got kaijus, all mixed together. And boy, howdy, am I excited for that. If you're into that kind of thing, consider subscribing at, I forget which Patreon tier it is. I think it's the Blue Queen. It's the Blue Queen, right?
You got it.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
Yeah, and fun
It's so
fact,
cool.
I even went in to try and say hello, and then Dave kicked me out because he says there's spoilers for the characters. So if you want to have a direct impact on our campaign, that's the place to be.
That's
That's
awesome. That was a very fun fact.
Thank you. Oh, thanks, Beck. You're my favorite. You win Employee of the Week.
Yes!
Every week, man.
Yeah,
Every
you
week.
guys are
Every week.
nice.
Well, I mean,
I want Raina to have a wall of me where it's just Beck, employee of the week.
Just different
Not a
poses.
posters that you have.
Yes.
Real.
Okay. Is it my turn now? Do I get to say something now?
yeah,
Do
do
the
your
thing.
thing, girl.
Okay.
Live your
Okay.
life.
I'm living my life.
I got a
in
text
my most
message that
fav-
said that once. I don't know who it was. I have no. It just said "live your life," and I was like, "All right, I will."
Done.
Easy.
Okay, so this is my most favorite segment because I get to read your comments. So if it's Sunday and you're watching this video now and you're thinking to yourself, damn, I wish Reyna could read my comments so the cast can react to them and everyone can hear them out loud on stream. We'll just put them in the comments. That's all you gotta do. Okay, so I'm gonna read the comments from last episode.
Don't yell at us.
Not yelling at you. I'm yelling at our viewers.
Just wanted to make that clear.
That's
Right.
better.
Yeah. With love. Anyways, okay. First comment is from Hookah Man 88. And there we go. 4 episodes in, and boom, cloaca. Mixed in with some druid pee
did it.
for good measure. Praise
We did it,
be
guys.
to the holy cloaca.
We did it.
So we can wrap it up
Cool.
now, right? We can
I
can
think
wrap
it's
this whole thing
4
up.
episodes
This is the
seems
last
like a good,
episode. I can just TPK
solid
after this.
No, we
Yeah.
still have to have someone kill someone else in the party.
Right.
Oh,
Right.
PvP.
That is part
Yeah,
of
we got to get our
thing.
bingo card done. You're right, Bobby.
Right.
Yeah.
I do want to make a note that holy was spelt with EY, meaning like a hole.
I don't
Good
understand
note.
the reference.
I don't know how more further I can explain it for you, Dave. It is not holy as in religious holy. It is
Raina, we're gonna need a
Hole.
PowerPoint or something.
Yeah, I know. Can you draw this out for us?
Tell
Yeah.
us more.
okay. Hold on. So this is exactly right here.
Okay,
This,
perfect.
see this circle here? That's
Yeah.
That's
I'm
a
following.
good circle.
that's
That's a pretty good
Wow.
circle.
It's a little
Oh, thanks.
ovalish.
all right. Okay, next comment is from Cookiemon Steve. I'm wondering what the over-under time is for Daddy Uncle Dave sliding in the Cantrip comment. Also, how many of them get slipped in?
All
More
of them.
stuff about holes.
I literally slip them in whenever I can. You have to do that when you're married.
Okay.
No
The
way.
next comment is from H. Kristen. Kristen. Is DM Dave a dunkle now?
A
Yes.
dunkle?
I prefer that name.
Dad
DM
Uncle.
Gunkle. I like
Way
it.
to keep up, Jess.
I've never heard that phrase.
Yeah, but what is like
Dunkle
how would, I
Dave.
don't get it. How would he be a dad? How would he be a dad uncle?
Daddy
Oh,
Dave.
I'll-
Daddy
okay.
Dave.
I'll
Were
DM.
you
I'll
not
DM you.
Yeah,
I
don't
hate
think
this.
Jess was there for that part.
I
She
don't
missed
think
that
she was
entirely.
Maybe she wasn't. I don't know. Okay. The last comment is my favorite. The last comment that will be read today is from Cass. It says, "Dear Team Owl, comma, please, in all capital letters, please win, so I don't have to eat a plizzy. Thank you very much, Cass. P.S. Love the episode as always."
Cass, we love your comment, but you got it confused. If Team Al wins, it's plizzies for everyone. So
Yeah.
It's a
Yeah,
real
boy.
lose-lose situation there. Sorry, Cass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do want to do a little bit of a shameless plug for Cass. For those of you who are like, why is Cass going to eat a plizzy?
yeah,
Well, because our community is the best community on the entire internet, and Cass and Con started a podcast about our show called Trippercast, and on it they double dog dared each other that whichever team wins, the other one would have to eat a plizzy.
Also,
Naturally.
they share more insight about our characters than we even have. So
That's
Right.
true.
it's really interesting to listen to.
And I also want to, I missed this comment because it was in the reply section, but this is from the lovely OG Lava Kitten. Not gonna lie, kind of want to see Cass have to record herself eating a blizzy.
Yes.
All right. Well, we'll talk, team. We might have to throw tonight.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
I
Well,
mean,
I
let's
don't know.
assume that any of you guys are going to win.
Wait, what? That's an
No.
option?
Oh,
Yeah,
that's an
consider
option.
that.
No. No.
Well,
No.
no.
I'm not okay with this.
I'm gonna win for sure.
That's
I'm
unlikely.
I don't know
I'm
about the
with
rest of my team, but I'm gonna win.
Okay.
Mhm.
What are they there for?
To look cute.
I'm real
Yeah.
good at looking
Well-
right cute like.
Anyways, if you haven't checked out Trippercast, it's on Spotify. You should check it out. It's awesome. I listen
Exclamation
to it every week.
point TC in chat right now.
Yeah.
Exclamation point TC.
Hell yeah.
That only
We have a channel
works
in our
on
Discord
Twitch.
as well.
So if you're watching on YouTube or you're listening on podcast, that link won't work because we haven't figured it out yet how to make it work on channel. Let's look it up on Spotify. It's called Trippercast.
Or go to our Discord.
Yeah.
They have their own little server and their little channel.
Yeah, let them know what you think.
Yeah. Okay, that's it. Back to Dave for
Back to
other
me.
things.
Okay, guys. Last bit of an announcements for the evening. I'm not going to leave you hanging for far too long. I've got 3 of them, and only 3 announcements this time. 1 giveaway happening again! Exclamation mark! Roll in chat right now. Good friends over at Mithril Armory. Love them to death. This thing is beautiful. It can withstand bullets. It's actually made of Kevlar. So if you've ever been to a war zone, you could wear this on your chest. And
we
CC
can't be
will
held
protect
responsible for that.
that is
It is not made out of Kevlar.
I mean, you know what? Game of imagination, right?
It is not bulletproof, but it's still dope.
It's dope as fuck. Use exclamation point in chat right now. The only thing, you got to be a follower. We're trying to push those, get to that 2.8, baby. We'll
so
make
close.
it there one day. We're very close. We're very, very close. Aside from that, of course, we've got our wonderful sponsors for the campaign, the Great Grimoire, who brings the best in mini technology. They shave, they carve, they do things that I don't know how it's done, but god damn it if they don't do it well. I'll tell you that much. And last, but certainly not least, I apologize. I will wear this one, guys. This is my formal apology announcement. I have neglected something this entire campaign, and I plan to rectify this today. So without any further ado, players, are you ready?
Ready?
Yeah!
Yes, Uncle.
Woo! Trippers, are you
I don't
ready?
recognize you as a DM right now. I don't know your face right.
That's true.
We need to start the
Object
episode.
All right, you're getting creepier by the day. All right, Chad, you got to relax a little bit. Anyway, without any further ado, let's go ahead and roll this bitch into tonight's episode.
Hell yeah.
And we are back, ladies and gentlemen. So, when we last left our heroes, they say that no good deed goes without punishment. And our players absolutely got theirs last session, as each of their family members dished out a certain level of punishment for being away for an entire night without any kind of permission or notice that they would be gone. During that time period, while our companions were punished, they also had a few days of downtime that allowed them to really reflect on what it means to be an adventurer. Keelan doing his best to begin to grow strong and capable to make sure that he can save everyone. Minnie playing hostage games with Jeremy to make sure that her bow accuracy is better than all. I was going to say better than none, but that doesn't work at all. And of course, Veya sneaking out in the middle of the night to continue training, albeit barred from doing so. And as the 2 days passed, eventually once again congregating at the Huff and Puff Tavern, our heroes once again met with the great Jack Thunderbore, Furbolg extraordinaire, and leader of the Lodge of the Evergreen Watch within Startier Valley. Jack did not have any sort of words of comfort for them. No, he explained that the tests and the trials that they would be going on would be harsh. And to make it a bit harsher, he demanded that only things they would be able to carry in their 2 hands and strapped to the belt would be able to be brought with them, the rest being left behind. And as they began their trek through the wilds, a bit of laughter was once again heard on the wind as that nefarious, mischievous Oopsie decided once again it was time to play a trick. And as the laugh spread out amongst the forest trees, it was none other than Al, who began to sprout flowers, or feathers. That would have been better if you sprouted flowers. That would have been a lot cooler. I should have done that instead.
Guys, I'm so pretty now.
Yeah, damn you are. Just in time for Valentine's Day, buddy. Started to sprout feathers, growing a little bit of a beak, and becoming an ancient creature that no longer exists, other than to punish the DM, or universe, the Aarakocra. Taking to the skies, he brought Minnie and Jeremy up above the canopy to see the world at large. And as they returned back down, Jack noted the time, and that he was getting a little peckish, all pun intended. And so he sent our heroes forth, breaking them up into teams. In Team 1, Veya, Rune, and Keelan. And in the other,
The best team.
Berrick, questionable. Berrick,
Yeah.
Al, Minnie, and Jeremy. Sending them off
Yep,
to
Jeremy.
try and track down sustenance for the evening that would feed them all. And as our teams spread off in different directions, words of shit seemed to sprinkle along the air. That's fantasy medieval of shit talk. That's what that means.
Right.
Oh,
What you do.
oh
Yeah,
my God.
yeah,
course.
yeah.
Bobby's face.
I can't believe I bothered Bobby with that one of all people.
Oh, I just look so, just so disoriented.
So confused. I had kind of blacked out there for a moment, then tuned in right there, and I was like, "Oh, what are we talking about?"
Happens to the best of us. As they went on their separate ways, one to the east and one to the west, the deciding factor will soon be discovered. And so, our story continues. Veya, Rune, and Keelan. As the golden hues of the sun, soon setting, spill through the forest leaves, long shadows being cast upon the forest floor. The air is filled with a gentle breeze, carrying the sound of a nearby babbling brook. Using an old game trail as a path, you see a number of moss-hide squirrels run past, their emerald green fur naturally matted on the back, lending credence to their names. Following them for a while, you find your way toward the babbling brook, where the tree line begins to grow sparse. You can tell you have about 3 hours until sunset. What would you guys like to do?
Rune's just staring at Veya.
Ah, fine, I'll come up with something. It'll be. I'd like to immediately try sniffing around to see if I can. Honestly, I'm gonna see if I can smell shit. I'm gonna start with the basic tracking here.
All right. As you begin to sniff around, you begin to catch sense of animal dung, albeit difficult to narrow down as it seems to be spread out through the entirety of this forest. Go ahead and make an investigation check for me.
Sure. 21.
A 21.
Boo.
With that,
Yeah, boy. Sorry.
with that, You do get a sense, picking it up, thinking that you do know generally which direction to go in.
This way. If we go this way, we might be able to find something. Come on. Am I going to be the only one leading over here? Both of you.
Well, I mean,
Keelan, get your
okay,
head in the
okay,
game.
Yeah, all right, I'm coming. Jeez, just
I mean-
ring and everything.
Yeah, we could just have fun along.
What? It's fun to win. What are you talking about? What are you just wander? You're gonna let Berrick win?
Yeah, do you think he's doing okay right now?
Oh my gosh, he's fine. Probably doesn't have his clothes on and is
okay.
peeing on everything. It's fine.
Oh, okay. I guess you're right. Well, I don't know. Sometimes, I mean, it's what's along the way that's more fun. Like maybe there's something else. Like look over there, and Rune will look up, see if there's any birds or anything.
As you look up, you do see a small flock of wobblepots, a very typical bird within this area. The strangeness of their feathers and their ability to adapt to the environment, especially when in danger, being able to camouflage and change their colors like a chameleon, albeit when in a state of rest, they easily flicker various vibrant hues. As you look up towards them, they sing their typical wobblepot song. As they change colors in the beautiful sunlight.
See, we should be more like them. They know what they're doing. They're having fun, and they are good at survival.
Oh my gosh.
Look,
You know-
I think what Rune is trying to say is that we're very capable. I mean, how much better could the other team be faring, really, when we have such wonderful and amazing people on our team? You know,
Berrick can connect with animals. We have a huge disadvantage. He could probably at least talk to these camouflage birds and find out where a predator is because they're not going to be friends with them. That would give him a huge head start.
Look, I hear what you're saying, but understand that Berrick also can talk to regular people, and he's an absolute banger with them, isn't he? I feel like talking in general isn't Berrick's, big strong suit. If he finds something that he can talk to, he's probably going to put his hoof in his mouth and then, scare the damn thing away. We'll be fine. We'll be great.
Do you want to dawdle just because you're hoping that Berrick's social skills fail him yet again?
While
No,
they're
it's not really.
arguing, Rune has started following the wobble bird things, and she's trying to talk to them, going.
I try to look as serious as Keelan can and just gesture at Rune.
As you begin to call their majestic song. Go ahead and make an animal handling check with advantage. That deserves advantage.
Oh my
You know
God.
what? I'm gonna roll with our careful cantrip dice for this because both of them. See, 2 careful cantrip d20s here. Here we go. I rolled a nat 20!
I am conflicted. I'm so happy for her, but I'm pissed that she's right.
I was really hoping she was going to get pooped on. So I'm a little
Yeah,
upset.
100%. Yeah, still might.
Oh my God.
As you call out to them, one of the larger ones that you see on the branch turn and take note of you and stop singing its song. This one appears to be the leader as the others also stop singing and begin to turn their attention towards you. The larger one puffs out his breast before spreading his wings and begins to fly down towards you. As it hovers like a hummingbird, wings flapping faster than you could possibly see, it comes directly in your eye line, seemingly making eye contact with you, wondering what more you have to say.
Hello, majestic, wobble, plop bird, whatever your name is. My name is Rune, and I'm wondering if you know where the biggest beast in this forest is. Can you take us there?
It looks at you for a moment, tilting its head, wondering why exactly you think a wobblepot can speak common.
Okay, I can tell that you don't know what I'm saying. Okay, hear me out. And Rune will start trying to do charades she'll be like doing a big monster, and then she'll do like sneaking, and then she'll pretend to have a bow and arrow and then be like, and then the monster dies.
As you pause in a whatever the hell death state charades you're trying to do, holding your arms out, continues to flap for a moment before flying over to your finger and perching atop it. Immediately, Veya and Keelan, you watch as the entire flock now immediately come down towards on top of Rune, as they all seem to now make a perch on top of her. Clearly, she was giving charades towards the wobblepots that she is in fact
+1 wobblepot forever.
Are the birds seemingly calm, like while they're resting?
Give it a sec. Yeah, we'll bang on the side of the box here.
Yeah.
Careful,
See if he
guys.
returns.
Platinum, obsidian.
This is
So
part
you
of
guys
it.
look awfully cute today.
Look at me. Look at me. I am the GM now.
Is that how this works? It just now rotates?
Yeah, that's basically it. So
Why
we
are
find
you next in the
ourselves
pecking order?
before a colossal
Well, Al should win then.
blank screen.
Yeah, okay. All right. Welcome to Careful Cantrip, where I, Al, will be DMing my players tonight in a lovely adventure of Hello Kitty Adventure School.
okay. I'm back.
Never mind.
I
Could
returned.
be thrown.
Oh, Nate, were you going to take it over from here? Do you need
Yeah,
that?
I was gonna
Right,
do an
though.
episode of Hello Kitty Adventure School, but
We
we'll
were
do
gonna
this
win
one
for
first.
sure.
Cat doesn't want to see that.
There. As I was saying, as Rune holds her hands out and the flock now flying down towards her, you virtually lose her within the feathered humps that now reside on top of her. Easily 20, 30 birds.
Okay, Veya, you lead
My
the
humps.
way. I think they're gonna help us.
Fine. Okay. We'll bring you and the birds and we'll go in that direction because I think I smell something that could be relatively helpful. I hope they just don't fly you away because we're supposed to make sure that we're hunting something and I don't want to try to rescue you right now.
Oh, don't worry about me. If they fly me away, I'll just shout down and get a nice aerial view.
Oh my goodness. Okay, well, you must be braver than I thought. I apologize. Keelan, you're faster. Would you like to lead the way?
Yeah, all right, I can do that. I'll step in front and I'll start like bending branches out of the way and sort of, moving through the forest, following the direction of the smell. With correcting as Veya adjusts us.
Okay.
This way. All right.
The three of you begin to make your way further into the brush. To the east side, Berrick, Al, and Minnie, and of course Jeremy. As you continue to travel in the opposite directions of your companions, you're lucky enough to find yourself on a hunter's trail. The path is mostly covered in dirt and dust, with tall reeds of grass that are about knee-high that line the sides of the path. Jeremy trots alongside Minnie as you too pass a flock of birds, albeit these what you would recognize as hambirds. The hambirds continue to sing away. Their foliage not as bright as the wobble pots, mostly in hues of grays and browns. The strange thing about these creatures is that they resemble more a gerbil as opposed to a bird itself.
I love that.
Albeit they also having feathers and wings, and are known for their sweet song. Although as they take note of you walking through, they all seem to stop and slightly tilt their heads towards Al, still in Aracock reform.
I think they like you, buddy.
Al's kind of getting used to these. I feel really light. I've never felt so good before.
Yeah, I mean,
You
you look great.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Al,
Hey,
you think you could try to like become their leader, and then maybe they could help us?
Minnie, you're sounding let me just say, a lot more cheery right now. This is your disposition has proved immensely.
Yeah, I'm having
might be
some
onto
like
something.
vocal irregularities later. I don't know what that's about.
Probably the druid P Lake, I can only assume. But, hey.
Hey, this actually
Who
works out.
knows?
Maybe you could be their leader. I can translate. Just cover me for exactly 60 seconds, all right? And he's just gonna sort of like plant his feet, and then his eyes just roll back at his head with like no warning whatsoever. And he just starts like kind of making a deep like moan, like for a whole minute straight.
Minnie, quick, put something in his mouth. I think
And
there's
I'm
something wrong
I'm casting Speak with Animals.
here.
All right.
Berrick, are you okay? Are you okay?
No, non-responsive.
Is it
It's
just
just
Oh God, Minnie, he's out to lunch. Some evil spell got him.
She's freaking out. She's like, "Help! Help us!
Oh God.
Berrick! Berrick, no!"
Hey, shut up. Listen,
Oh,
I can talk to these fuckers now. All right, what's your opener, Al? It's got to be good. These fuckers are tricky.
Hear me, for I am Lord of the Boyds. I have
Okay,
come.
no, one sentence at a time. One sentence at a time.
Yeah, okay, hear me. I am Lord of the Boyds.
Got it.
Really emphasize the Lord part.
Squeakity, squeaking squawker. And he will relay that to the biggest of the
Hambirds?
Gerbirds.
Gerbirds? Oh, that's a way better name. I should have gone with Gerbirds.
We can make it canon. It's fine.
All
That's their
right.
nickname. Like,
Well,
it's
yeah,
their street name.
We'll
Yeah,
run
yeah,
it back.
yeah.
Mine will fix it in post.
It's the scientific name. The common gerbird is also known
Yeah.
as the hambird.
I love it. I love it. World building together, guys. Am I right? This is what D&D is all about, kind of.
Collaboration.
As you call out to the largest one, she puffs up a little bit, standing proper and sitting. Well, what do we have here? A usurper to the throne?
I think they're onto us. I think they know that we want to be their leader. These are really smart.
What'd they say?
They think we're usurpers to the throne.
No. We don't want to threaten them on the turf. Just
Okay,
tell
tell me
them
what to
that
say.
I'm from an exotic, far-off land, and I have come to you with an offer of peace and prosperity. Caca!
I don't know if I know the word for prosperity, but I'll try. Squawk, squeaking, squirkers. Squeak, squawking. Squawk, squeakers.
A diplomat from a far-off land, I see. Oh, do you hear that, sisters? Yes, we heard it very well. Oh, interesting. What gifts do you bring as an offering?
Shit, they want gifts.
Oh.
Anybody got anything? I left everything back at the tavern.
I'll give
Literally
my,
everything. I didn't even bring my weapon.
Minnie will pull off that gold ring that she got from the chest. Give them
The
this.
signet
It's
ring.
shiny. Shiny's good, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Perfect.
She'll bow.
And he'll like stutter and follow her lead and like hold it up. Squawk squeak.
Shimmering wares from humanoids, albeit they wear feathers. How interesting. Am I right, sisters? Yes, you are right, Queen. We accept your gifts.
They like it. Nice.
Oh, that's good stuff.
Nice.
Maybe we should. How do we go about this? We tell them that we wish to pass on our good wishes to the largest beast of the forest, or maybe we tell them that we're looking to take out anything that's threatening them.
I like the second
What
one.
were we
It's
supposed
more
to do
threatening.
again?
We gotta find the biggest beast, and we gotta bring it back to.
Okay.
Or we gotta call it in to Thunderbore.
All right. Yeah.
You're welcome.
Let them know that
Wasn't
we're
paying
here.
attention
We're
last
here to.
week.
We're here to take out any, the largest threat that they have. As a gift to them, we'll vanquish the largest foe.
Got it.
But like maybe specify physically largest, because who really knows, like from a bird's perspective, maybe it's some kind of like fungi,
Good point.
Good point. All right.
Yeah.
Maybe it's economic.
Mm-hmm.
Squawk and squeaking. Squeaker. Squawkers. Squawk squeaking. Squawkity. Squawkers squeaking.
Interesting. The largest predator in the lands, you say?
Squawk.
I believe you'd be looking for the grumble goats.
They want us to fight some goats.
Goats don't sound that big.
Uh,
Maybe if
he's
there's
gonna.
multiple of them, it's
He's
not
basically I'll just talk to him in common, but I'm still saying squawk squeaker to everyone else. If you could like have one of you fly in one direction and one in the other direction to show the length of these goats, give me like a ballpark idea of like how big they are. It'd be we would much appreciate it, Your Majesty.
Proper addressing of a royalty. Tabitha,
For sure.
Mary,
It's picking his nose.
as two of the Gerbirds make their way off of the branch, they begin to spread out slightly. And as they continue to do so, they spread out roughly about 3 to 4 feet in length.
So I basically asked them to fly where they are. That's about how long it is. I don't know if we could do better, but that's a decent size. I mean, it's
Maybe we could talk.
worst
to the
case
goat.
scenario. I can ask the goats what's hunting them, and then it'd be even a bigger thing, right?
That's what I'm thinking. We'll work our way up the food chain. Tell them that we
Our way up
accept
the food chain.
and that we need a direction.
Right. Squawk squeakers. Squeakity. Squawking. Squeaker. Squawkers.
Oh, well, if you're looking to vanquish the beasts, head further to the west.
Squawkity. Squeaking. This way.
Why, thank you.
Al, before he goes, is going to turn and do a very eccentric, like exotic, flourishing bow, and then give the largest one a bit of a wink before they walk away.
All right,
Nice.
go ahead and make a persuasion check for me.
Make a bird riz check for me.
Yeah, make a bird seduction check for me.
I have a +9 to that. It's the weirdest thing. Well,
Jesus.
Al, being the smooth man that he is, with my first roll of the night, rolled a nat 1.
Very nice.
But I do have a +5. So
Fair enough. Fair enough. Well, unfortunately, your words are slightly cut out, as off in the distance you hear the rumbling of a pack of wild horses that seem to be parading across the landscape. The sounds of some like a cavalry marching in. Welcome in, raiders.
welcome. Hey, how you doing?
Ooh, welcome.
As you begin to make your way towards the west, another voice is heard. I don't know why they always make those weird noises.
Can I hear this?
Absolutely, you can, and you
I
are the
do
only
recognize
one who
this
can hear
voice,
it.
right?
You don't recognize it yet.
Oh, really? Okay. Can I tell what direction it's coming from?
As you look around, you see it seems to be coming directly from beside Minnie.
Oh shit! I didn't even think about that. Oh god,
You have Speak with Animals on.
Minnie,
Yeah.
Minnie, and he like gets down to her like eye level. I can hear Jeremy talking. I didn't even think about this. This was not planned. But I can talk to Jeremy.
Oh my gosh! She'll look down at Jeremy thrilled. And he
looks
can
up with-
talk back to you?
He looks up with wide eyes. What's happening?
Is there okay? I don't want my words to be this first thing to like, you know. Is there anything you want to say to Jeremy?
Ask him
Oh
where
my
he put my
gosh.
dang. Oh, never mind. Go ahead, Minnie.
Ask him if we really lost my first digging spoon or if maybe he took it because I knew how much he liked it.
Okay. Oinky. Oink oinkin. Oinkaroo. Oink. Oinkity.
We lost it. He looks side to side and up at Minnie before looking down a little bit in shame.
He said that you guys just lost it. I believe him. He seems trustworthy.
You see,
Always
as-
trust
Insight.
Dig.
as you say this, Berrick, you kind of glance down once again back at Jeremy and see a tiny little squiggly little tail kind of flick back and forth a little bit.
Nice. I could never say no to that face. I mean, that's really what. I actually have a question for Jeremy, if you don't mind. And I'm just still sounding like oinks to you guys. Hey, what do you think of Rune?
The other white-haired one?
Yeah.
I know Minnie likes her, so I guess I like her, but I think someone needs to have a conversation with her about consent.
That's what I thought you would say. I tend to agree. I do. I tend to agree.
She comes on very strong.
Yeah.
I'm not really into people. Can you let her know that?
For sure. Oh, yeah.
No, there's nothing. It's nothing wrong with her. It's just, she's not my type.
Yeah. Yeah, and I'm reading between the lines here, but you want it to be harsh, right? You want me to like really lay into her.
Harsh is don't maybe not stern.
Smack her
Maybe
around a little.
stern.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that can be stern. Got it. Anyway, cool. It turns back to the rest of the group. Yeah, oink oink, inkity. Oh, wait, sorry.
I'm a bird, Eric.
I mean, I don't think you can speak bird though, can you? You kind of just
Wait, can you
look like a
understand me?
bird. He looks at Minnie.
We can all understand you.
I don't know how this whole thing works.
Listen, we only have so much time here. Like, given we probably have a huge head start because Rune's gonna be like talking a lot. And
Probably chasing birds or something. Probably wearing a whole.
She's
suit
gonna
of
be
birds.
sandbagging
Can you
real
imagine
hard.
that? Ruining a whole suit of birds.
What an idiot! All right, let's keep going. Just keep going in
Works for me.
westward direction.
Okay. as you continue onward, both parties or teams now with a definitive path. Now we're going to play a little game, folks. My favorite.
I'm ready.
We're going to do a group skill challenge, but a versus skill challenge.
Nice.
With that said, here are the rules. Okay?
Okay.
Number 1, the winner of this outcome is the team that hits 5 successes first.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay? Aside from that, each of you need to choose a skill in order to roll with. You can only choose a skill once.
Okay.
Depending on how clever you are with how you want to use that skill, will be how I will be adjusting the DC. If you say I want to use a nature check and leave it at that, it will be a very difficult challenge for you. If you go into explicit detail of how you want to use that, I might be lenient, and chat's going to help me with this a little bit. Number 3, you have to build off of what your last teammate did.
Okay.
Ooh, okay.
I like
We got
that.
this. Our
I like
team's
that.
going to be great at this.
And
We
last,
are. Yeah.
last rule number 4, you will all be rolling initiative to decide the order in which you'll be using your skills.
Okay.
Nice. Okay. Let's fuck this chicken.
Nope. Can't do
no,
that.
I'm still a bird.
After Jeremy just asked you about consent, this is the first thing that you have to say, Berrick. My God.
I mean, with
Can't.
consent.
Al
I'm
covers
so
obviously.
disappointed in you.
That's not what the chickens asked for. Can he get a like automatically at the end?
No,
for that
no,
comment?
no, 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 no.
No, I haven't started the buzzer yet. So, chat, if you have any commentary on whether or not they did a decent job with their explanation of how they plan on using their skill. Again, this is about tracking and finding the largest animal for the entire group to sustain for the evening. I'm going to leave it up to you guys. And then, well, you can give me advice. I'm going to leave it up to me. You guys are crazy. So I don't know how you guys would do this. But put your comments down into chat right now. I am reading them very quickly. So your opinions matter to me. I know we've been fighting lately, chat, but your opinions matter to me. All right. With that said, are you guys ready?
Yes.
Yeah. You're going down, other
All right.
team.
In that case, I need everyone to roll some initiative for me.
Heck yes.
Oh my god, I dropped my dice immediately.
I got an 11.
Okay.
2.
Dirty 20 for Keelan.
Total of
14
4.
for Rune.
3.
5.
All right. What did
What was
Rune roll?
that laugh?
What did Rune roll?
14.
14. Berrick?
4.
Oof.
You're my teammate.
I'm rolling
You
in
should
D&D
laugh
Beyond
like that.
today.
Yes.
Uh,
Get that back, yeah.
These
Veya?
dice have not been treating me nicely.
3.
God damn. And Minnie, you said 5?
Yeah.
Okay, so the order is going to be Keelan, Rune, Al, Minnie, Berrick, Veya. Ooh. Interesting order. Ooh. 3 teammates all in a row, but not starting first. Interesting. Very interesting. All right. With that said, you are both both teams are traveling through the thicket. And Keelan, you are up first.
Okay. So we have to try and get through the thicket.
You have to now find an animal large enough to sustain you and the rest of the group. How you go about doing so is completely up to your imagination.
Okay. So Keelan's family's been wandering these, this forest and the surrounding areas around Statien for some time. And Keelan knows that there are plenty of game trails that would be around. Now, both the game and those that hunt on the game trail would be kind of like a sort of a secret thing. So I want to see if my knowledge of like my family's like connection to the hunting trails and things like that might reveal any of the markers or any of the like hidden paths through the thicket that might be of benefit for us to be traveling around, so as not to startle or alert things as we approach.
And what skill do you want to use?
I would like to use, if I may, an insight check to see if I have that insight on these pathways and these little trails.
Okay. So utilizing some of the history that you've been told from your family, you want to try and use your insight to find a proper game trail. Is that what I'm hearing?
Yes, please.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. Just as a side note, this is a new rule that I'm implementing right now. Please state the skill check that you want to use first, and then tell me your justification behind it. Thank you.
Okay. Yep.
All right. Go ahead and roll an insight check for me.
All right. That is an 18.
Woo! That's
18.
right! Woo!
Shut up.
Yeah.
Using the knowledge that's been passed down through your very large family, you eventually are able to determine the best way that animals would travel. And just by sheer luck, you're able to find what looks to be a relatively large game trail. You and your teammates continue to follow. Rune, you're up next.
Ooh, thank you for the beautiful setup, Keelan/Dag. So Rune, following your rules, masterful, wonderful DM, master of the universe.
Kissing ass.
Do that off stream.
I'm on your team, Beck.
No, keep fighting.
Go deeper. Sorry.
It's for us. Okay. Rune is going to be using her perception. How she will do that is now that Keelan has identified the proper hunting trails, hearing what Veya had talked about earlier about poop and stuff, she is going to be looking for signs of animal poop, also animal tracks, any sort of like broken branches. She has lots of like previous experience being in the forest with Berrick and her mom and her family. So she's those things are like normal to her despite being a cleric.
All right. In that case, go ahead and make a perception check for me.
Using my tripper dice. Here we go. I rolled a 17. That's a +4.
Hell yeah!
Woo!
Rigged.
22, bitches!
As Rune takes the leads, following quickly down this large game trail, you start to take note of large branches that seem to be bent and crooked, and as you place your hand over top of them, you are able to feel a subtle warmth behind all of it.
Just for flavor, she's also petting the birds that are on her.
Okay. Most have left at this point in time.
Okay,
but I'll allow it.
maybe one is still with her that she can just pet as a comfort animal.
Yes.
Yeah, because we need more pets in this party at this point. Okay, fair enough. That is 2 successes for team... what are they calling you? Team
Ruvlevin.
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 Sounds like a medicine.
It
Yeah.
is.
Hey, Ruvlin, are you
Yeah.
having diarrhea?
Side inflex includes losing.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
hey.
Side
If
effects may
after-
include-
If after 4 hours... No, I'm just kidding. All right, moving on to the next. Al, you were up, my friend.
Cool.
What
Yeah,
skill are you
sort
going
of
to be using it, and how are you going to be using it?
getting the hang of Al's vocal box. He's going to use a persuasion check. Now, kind of feeling a bit more confident in his Boyd voice. He's gonna be like, "All right, team, squawk! Come on, we got this. We're gonna rally it. We're gonna go find the biggest animal here, and just know that when we win, they're gonna look at us and they're gonna be all jealous."
All right, a little bit of a motivational speech.
Motivational speech. It's the locker room talk from the.
Okay, fair enough. In that case, go ahead and roll your persuasion check.
We have an 18.
An 18.
Damn.
As you squawk loudly, in your deepest of baritones, looking at your companions, they do seem a little bit slightly more inspired. Especially Jeremy, who seems to be hopping a little bit back and forth, just revving to go.
I will definitely pick up on this. He'd be like, "Yeah, that's right, Jeremy. We got this. Come on, baby."
All right. A first success for team. Oh, hold on. What is Cass calling you?
Cute.
Team Gerberminal. Gerberminal. I like it.
Gerberminal.
Team Gerberminal. 1 point to Team Gerberminal. Next up, Minnie.
Minnie, you mentioned that there were kind of like lower hanging bent branches that are like warm to touch.
That is with the other team right now. They are following their game pass, so that was specifically for
okay.
Rune.
Got it. Thought we were on the same path.
Get off my
You're
path.
doing great.
Together. Nope.
You're doing great. Jess.
Disadvantage. Do they
All
get
right.
disadvantage now?
I'd like to shove Minnie off my path.
Okay.
Burn it down, Minnie. Burn the whole forest.
Taking note of Al's very charismatic, persuasive speech, and being the very excitable person that she is, Minnie is going to use acrobatics to leap jubilantly down the path, continuing this kind of like...
She should get extra points just for saying a word I don't know. Jubilantly.
So you are going to continue cheerleading down the path, essentially.
Yeah, basically. He started a cheer, so she's continuing the cheer.
All right. Fair enough. And sorry, you were using persuasion?
Acrobatics.
Acrobatics. Interesting. Okay, let's see how well you do with your acrobatics.
All right. A 13.
A 13. As
Not bad.
Minnie begins to cartwheel and twist and turn, Jeremy following closely behind her. Unfortunately, a little too close. As he gets in the way of spotting a landing, you immediately avert yourself to not step on Jeremy, tumbling head over ass in front of you. Unfortunately, that is the first fail.
We don't blame Jeremy. It's not Jeremy's fault.
We don't blame Jeremy. Nope. Wasn't his bad.
Berrick, 1-0. What are you doing, my friend?
Seeing the sense of inspiration within himself and within, most importantly, our captain, Jeremy, and to help him get distracted from the fact that he was almost stepped on. We need animal handling. Sorry, I should have said that to start with. To get down to his level and be like, "All right, man, it's you and me. Let's sniff this shit out. You got a great sniffer on you, and I know you do. Here, this is how we're gonna do it, just like this." And he's gonna get down on all fours with Jeremy and just start like sniffing at the ground. He's like, "We're trying to smell goat." Just...
He looks to you. Okay. And he immediately sticks his nose down into the trough and begins to sniff wildly. Go ahead and make your animal handling check.
I don't trust my dice, so I'm using D&D Beyond. Should have trusted my dice. That's an 8.
An 8, as you both now deep into the dirt, sniffing wildly. Unfortunately, a little bit of a dandelion seems to waft your way, and as you take a big sniff in, you essentially snort a dandelion.
That was a real sneeze, by the way.
You know,
I sense the commitment.
Immersiveness
the
is
level
intense.
of immersion that this game has. My
Yeah.
God. Unfortunately, that is going to be the next fail for your team.
I get it. It's okay. We're just giving them a
We're letting them think that they have it.
yeah.
Take the
We're
pressure off.
building tension
Mhm.
for chat. Just
You
so
guys
that
are
they
being the
think we're gonna lose.
underdogs right now.
Exactly.
Mhm.
Makes it more interesting.
Uh-huh.
All right, taking us to the end of this round, Veya, you're up. What would you like to
Yes!
do?
Veya, ready, athletic, on this end. She is like bouncing with energy on her toes, like doing little hops as she is inspired by the energy, enthusiasm, and success of her teammates, finally taking this competition actually seriously. And while she's waiting for them to do their thing, she does a little stretching. Gotta get loose. And she opens up her shoulders, and then she does some wide leg squat stretches as she really makes sure that all of her muscles are primed. And when, of course, her amazing and brilliant teammate Reyna finds the broken branches and the warmth on the ground, she hones in her eyes, her ears slick back, and like a small little rumbling in space, her feet begin to trample back and up and down really fast, creating a small dust cloud as she then launches herself forward like a tiny rocket, a pinball released in this field of force, and she goes as she now follows the scent that has been created. Ha! She's like alive with this energy.
Okay, and
Fail
as
so bad.
Run into a tree. Come on.
Step in a gopher hole.
Bear trap. Bear trap. Bear trap.
I know, I'm real nervous. Oh, suck it, 22.
God damn.
Great.
This game is fucking
When she
rigged.
runs through this, she doesn't just go fast. She screams the entire time as well. It's just this screech as goes through the forest, echoing louder, and that helps her teammates with the triangulation of her location.
And that's probably very good to do when you're hunting an animal, to yell as loudly as you possibly
Yeah.
can. I'm
I
sure that
sound-
won't disturb anything.
I sound like an injured beast.
Whoa! Flipping the story on you,
Mhm.
Dave.
You heard that high-pitched screech. That sounded like an
Okay.
injured animal.
Let's
A
say, for
small
example,
rabbit.
no,
in
hold on.
fear.
Let's say, for example, we're down at the watering hole. We are all gazelle. Okay, we're all gazelle, and all of a sudden, a crocodile reaches out and grasps onto one of our gazelle friends, and it starts to scream in pain. Is our intuition as gazelle, let's go towards that sound?
Oh, I'm trying to find a big beast. That means it's a beast that's eating things.
predator
I see where-
hunting.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, either way, I'm going to award you a goddamn point because you did so good, kid. That's 3 points to Team Rune.
Yeah.
Going with it now.
No diarrhea for us.
Woo.
All right, that takes us back to the very top of the round with Keelan up first. Now, hearing your friend scream in this horrific scream as she seems to bounce around like a bloody pinball at this point, although very, very focused. What would you like to do, Keelan?
Try not to laugh, firstly. Because I'm fairly sure that my dad never said anything about, screaming through the woods, at the top of his lungs. I can just imagining my whole family in the mountains, just this whinnying stampede of screaming hunters. Just makes Keelan like, I would like to attempt to use a survival check, if I may, in order to try and maneuver myself. Seeing that Veya is trying to take on the role of prey, Keelan wants to position himself in an ambush position for whatever is about to attack Veya. Because, as any good hunter would know, the moment of vulnerability for any good hunter is the moment that your target is about to attack something. It's how it works with fishing. It's how it works with, hunting big game and stuff. It's why they use bait. So Keelan's going to position himself for that, and I would like to use survival to kind of like try and find that optimum launching point.
Okay, so you're essentially trying to find your dugout, if you will, your hiding spot with all of it.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Very nice. All right, go ahead and roll a survival check for me.
Even better. Okay, so that is a 18 on the dice with a +4, so that is 22.
Holy
22.
Damn. It's all
As-
rigged.
Keelan's from a family of hunters. I mean, this is what I'm good at.
Checks.
I just don't talk about it.
As you crouch down into the weeds, staying perfectly still, you wait for a few moments before you hear a rumbling in the brush nearby. Rune,
Get out.
you're up. What would you like to do? That's 4 points to Team Ruvelin.
Oh my god, no. Why is this on Rune right now?
You can do this.
What happened?
Just
What
fail
are
it.
you
You won't have any
talking
pressure
about?
on you.
The birds
give her a-
chose you. You
No, you
can
have-
do this.
No,
What?
you have to fail for content. We need
Yeah.
more rounds of this. Chat loves it.
Keelan just looks at Rune, and I'm praying this is something massive like a bear or something, and I'm gonna give Rune like just a stick and just be like, right, you've got this, take it out. just
We don't
straight
have to
in there.
kill it. We just use the stone.
Yeah.
Keelan's ready to do this whole thing on our own.
That's it.
Okay, so just so I understand the positioning of everyone, is Veya ahead of me and Keelan, like in a clearing, and there's a thing
Veya
like,
bouncing around in God knows what kind of manner at this point. You can hear her as she squeaks out her cries of animalistic pain.
Triangulation.
Yeah.
okay. Well, oh my god, I'm so sorry, Veya. Rune is going to use use persuasion on Veya. Rune is going to sort of however, she's going to approach Veya, and she's going to sort of like pin her to the ground, and she's going to say, if you're an injured animal, you need to do better. Just be better at pretending to be the bait. Me and Keelan got you, okay? So and then Rune will start like, she'll take some, oh, she left everything. Damn it. She'll take some dirt off the ground and like rub it on Veya to like add to the persuasion that she's an injured animal.
You guys would all be dead in any kind of camping situation. I want you to know that right now. Like, you would immediately die.
Listen, you made it sound like this is more important about the roles and the entertainment, not the practicality, okay?
Fair. That's fair. I'll wear that one. Fair and
I
valid.
would like to be excluded because I think I've been doing pretty good as a hunter, and I don't want to disappoint my dad.
Yeah, but you're
think you should
Australian,
make
so
Rune roll
things
a
are killing you
disadvantage.
every time you walk out your door. You're a
Yeah, that's
natural
why
born hunter.
that's why I'm so knowledgeable about all this. This is my day to day, guys. Like, we don't have McDonald's here, right? We just have to fend for ourselves.
Hey, I've eaten
In the
bugs.
streets.
Now the question is, did you not use? Oh no, you used
Persuasion.
you used perception first,
No.
right?
Oh,
No. The first round that you did persuasion or perception. This time
Perception.
you're doing persuasion.
That's
Gotcha.
correct. Yeah.
Okay.
On our team, we can't duplicate, right?
Correct.
Dag, which two did you use?
You used
I
insight and
used-
survival.
Inside and survival, yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Got it.
I'm gonna roll now. Here we go. Using the tripper dice.
Nat one.
Okay, no fucking joke. I swear to God, I rolled a 17, and my persuasion is a +3.
Yeah!
You piece of shit.
Yes! My
I feel
team
like
is
you have to
scaring
reassure
me.
us.
Did any of
that
y'all
I
roll
rolled
under a
up.
17?
Listen,
I don't
let
think
me
they
take
did,
a
no.
picture. I'm taking a
Fuckers.
picture for our group.
Oh, you've already changed it.
Let me just turn the dice real quick.
Exactly. Yeah.
Smart,
Thank
smart.
God that a 3 is beside a 17. Am I right?
I had to check my dice. It is. It's like you make dice or something.
And it's like I've studied this for years at this point. All right, as you hop on top of Veya, kind of not suffocating, but getting on top of her mouth to shush her a little bit and slowly rubbing dirt on her face for some reason.
Slowly. That's just at a normal
It's Valentine's
speed.
Day tomorrow, okay? I gotta make this romantic
Slow.
somehow. This is like the scene from Ghost, but with the two of yous.
That's not like the scene of Ghost at all.
It's very similar.
No pot whatsoever. Hands are
It's the
not
same amount of
touching.
death screams.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, no, there are pots. Literally, Rune is covered in wobble pots.
Very
Oh.
true. Ooh.
Only one left now. But whatever. Okay.
All right. As you hop over top of her, trying to calm her down, focusing her animalistic screams. In that moment, the shaking of the brush gets louder and louder. As Keelan waits patiently, when suddenly from the edge, you see a beast appear. A very tiny pygmy goat
Ah!
to waddle its way into a little bit of a clearing in front of you, no more than about 13 inches off of the ground. You see its square pupils staring off in different directions, with its tongue hanging out long as it kind of bounces and trots along. Bah, bah, bah.
I think there's something wrong with it.
Wait, do we just... Is this a normal pygmy goat, or is this like another creature in this where it might have a bigger, angrier mama?
Good point. Difficult to know at this point.
Dang it.
But it seems the tiny baby pygmy goat has seemed to wander along the trail. And as you all stand getting out of the clearing a little bit, looking around at one another, thinking about what step to take next, you continue on down the game trail for a few more moments before the trail opens up wide into a large clearing. Directly in front of you, you see a small pond that resides just off to the side of a strange ruin, like a small temple or shrine with runes etched into all of it. And directly grazing beside the pond, you see two very large, very meaty elks.
Take it. We'll take it. Yes. Yes.
And that's where we're going to take a short rest for the evening.
Oh, boo!
Congratulations to team, what did I call you?
Ruvelin.
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 Team Ruvelin is the winner. Well done. You don't get anything for it, but you sure get bragging rights.
Yes.
Well done.
Yeah, that's
That's
right.
the most important thing.
You get the satisfaction that you forced our most beloved fan to do something against their will. So that's pretty cool.
Yes.
I'm gonna pee on
Enjoy
all of
it.
you.
I mean,
There
really,
you
at
go.
the same time, I mean, it's it was on
Oh,
you
we're gonna
guys
love
to
it. It's gonna
roll
be
a little
great.
bit better. I mean, that's really on you, Nate and Jess and Bobby.
Oh, me
That's,
personally.
you know.
No, that's just me and Bobby.
Yeah, I was gonna say no. Now that I think about it, Al did try and win, but I mean, 5-1.
I like to imagine Berrick and Jeremy are literally just like, all I smell is pig. It's like, oh, all I smell is
All right, guys. Well, that's it for the first half of our session. Thank you so much for joining us for the evening. Remember, we do have the giveaway going on. If you've come in recently, use !roll in chat right now, and you could win. Where did I put it? A lovely little dice box and dice roller at the same time. It's 2-in-1. It holds your dice. It rolls your dice. It gives you
Yeah.
immediate nat 20s. That's how it goes. All the one
Opens like a droidica.
prerequisite is you do have to be following to win. You don't got to subscribe, but you do have to be following. That's the one thing that we ask for with all of this. With that said, we are going to take a short rest for the evening, and we will be back shortly. Autographed by DM Dave. I don't know if I can make that happen. I'll find out. I'll find out if I can make that happen. Maybe the last one that we do, we'll do an autographed one, but I have to talk to someone first. But with that said, folks, go get your apple juices, go get your orange juices, go get your wobbly wobble juices, if you know what I mean. And stick around because you're not going to want to miss the second half of this. Kaz, I'm sorry, you can have your Plizzy juice. We'll be back in a few, guys. We'll see you real soon.
Squeaky squeak.
We're back, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for all those that have sticking around, and a double hype train in a single episode. Y'all are too good to us. You are way too good to us. Cross, thank you to the 3 new friends. B-Town, I love you too, Sugar. 100 biddies, thank you very much. Cross with another 100, and Powers again with those soft, supple, beautiful, bouncing around biddies. And D&D with me, thank you so much as well. Guys, Peter, welcome in, my friend. Guys, if you're not already following our friends over at D&D with me, go do that right now. Can we get a hype or one of those things? One of those shout-out mabobber things for our good friend Peter. Go follow. Go check him out. Another awesome D&D creator within the space.
He has sweet graphic tees.
He's got sweet graphic tees. His tees are so sweet. Whew. I like sweet tea. I did the thing. Thank you so much, guys. Appreciate you. With that said, let's go ahead and jump back into tonight's episode.
Ooh, wow.
So, as you all stand on the edge of this clearing, now seeing the elks directly in front of you, to Team Veya, Rune, and Keelan, what are you guys doing?
Hunker down, they'll see us.
Okay, listen. We're supposed to use the stone.
Yeah,
right?
use it.
But wait. Won't Jack be even more impressed if we take her down ourselves?
Are you really telling me that you want to disobey Jack?
Are you telling me the overachiever doesn't want to push for extra points?
I want to make sure that when they follow rules, we make sure that we are okay with that. And if we go over, then we can do that. But if he's going to get mad about this, that can be a test in and of itself.
That's true, but we followed the rules, on the delivery thing, and look where that got us.
Well, that wasn't from Jack. It was from Al's friend.
What?
How big do these things look like compared to our size?
They are standard size elk, where they're relatively large in comparison to you, where their backs are almost as tall as you are.
Okay, and elk are like large deers, right? I'm sorry, my animal knowledge is bad.
Pretty close.
They're like moose.
Moose.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
According
they're like
to a general
700
Google search.
pounds.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh.
700 pounds. They're 4.5 feet tall and 6.5 feet long on average.
Oh, okay.
They can be dangerous. Very dangerous.
Okay. I don't know. I think that wouldn't it just be easier? Like I don't see the other guys here, and if we call first, then he said who finds it first.
Right. And that's how they'll know that we win, because what if they find one first while we're busy killing this and they call him, then they win, and then we have to get this kill all on our own.
All right, fine. I just thought it'd be a suggestion, but you make a good point.
What's been getting into you, Keelan? You don't seem like yourself lately.
It's nothing. Don't worry about it. Okay, just throw the rock, or oh wait, no, I've got the rock. Hold on.
You've got the rock.
I've
that.
got the rock. I activate the rock. Rock power activate.
I remember that's how it goes. Yeah, I remember.
Yeah. Mad sick guitar solo.
You activate the stone.
I do.
Keelan summoned giant robotic dinosaur.
Stone power. Stone stopped working.
You would know that ascending stone is something that is used for communication. So by thrusting it forwards,
Oh my God,
it does
Jack.
activate, but See,
It's
here's
like holding
here's-
down the button on a walkie.
Sorry, guys,
yeah.
guys, I got it. It's okay. See, Dag, in a game called Dungeons and Dragons, there are these things called
Oh my.
sending stones. Okay, it's a very common magic item,
Oh my
and
god.
most of the time, you just pull it out and you can speak into it.
You just got
I'm gonna
Dunkel's
pretend
thing.
like Keelan doesn't know what this does properly.
Wow.
All right, the stone didn't do anything.
Oh, Keelan.
And
Why don't you say
I'm sure Jack
something?
can hear it. How are we supposed to tell Jack that we found the elk if this stupid stone isn't working?
Wait, what do you mean it's not working? Didn't you just talk into it?
I've done the. Yeah, I mean, I'm not. It's not doing anything. It's not like glowing or telling me. Look. I think it's broken.
It is
Try again.
Why don't
Sending
no,
stone.
it's not.
Activate.
Oh my goodness.
Okay.
Keelan's
Rune
trying
will
to send
just
the
Rune
elk to
leans.
Jack. He's like pointed at the elk. Why is it teleporting?
Yeah. It's like a
Rune leans
Pokeball.
in.
I gotta throw it at it. Okay, hold on.
And yeah.
I demand that the elk get a perception check to hear all this by now.
Hold on here.
Stage whispering, Bobby.
Rune's leaning into the stone and she'll just say, hi, hello, is anyone in there? Mr. Jack Thunderbore, particularly?
In the stone.
Oh my
Oh.
goodness.
As you wait for a response, Rune, a moment passes, or you hear coming from the stone.
Oh god.
Hello?
Who's this?
This is the best team ever. It's Rune, Keelan, and Veya.
All right.
Hello? Who is this? You seem very like you don't know what's going on right now. You're the one who told us to call you when we get the elk thing. There's 2 elk here. We're calling you.
So you've finished your task, is what I'm hearing.
Yeah.
Very good. Stay where you are. I'll use the sending stone to track you. I'll get the others as well. Do not engage.
Okay. There's also some really cool runes here, at like a stone thing, and I kind of want to go look at it.
You receive no response.
Bye.
Again, you receive no response.
What? What? Who are
There is
you?
a pretty cool. There is a pretty cool rune here. Like, go for a high five.
No.
Anyway, back with the other group.
Wow.
That's what I get for trying to support you. Well,
Uh,
I feel like at this point, it's like Berrick and Jeremy are sitting there, and like Al's now joining them. Like, yeah, I smell this pig too. I don't know what I'm gonna do.
Getting bored.
As Berrick lets out a loud sneeze, startling Jeremy a little bit. He eventually hops back up to his feet, brushing off the dust from his knees. As you all gather around again, who's holding the sending stone right now? Berrick, you hear a voice coming out from the sending stone in your pocket. Once again, Jack, informing you that he'll be there shortly and that the other team has won.
Well, looks like we goofed up, y'all.
Hey, honestly, I'm just glad those 3 were able to pull it together long enough to get it done.
I'm just hungry. I am so hungry right now.
Well, let's look around here and find something to eat.
Well, I mean, it sounds like we're gonna have some food here in a minute anyway, but sure. Well, we gotta wait anyway, I mean.
As you all stand around, hearing the loss to which you've all just suffered. You
Okay.
watch as...
We get it. We lost. Okay.
Yeah, I know. You guys need to get better at things.
Sorry, guys. Stop interrupting, Dave.
rolling
Tell us what happened to
dice?
the losers.
God, I wonder who in this group's a sore loser. Am I right, chat? Anyway, as you
Bobby
all suffer this immense, embarrassing, hard to speak about loss. Looking towards Owl, you watch as his feathers start to shed, all falling down to the ground.
God, Al, you're melting.
I've been real stressed out lately. Don't judge me.
Can I
As
collect
you
a
hear-
handful of feathers?
Yeah, absolutely.
Cool.
Sure.
Glad
You can grab it. You can go ahead and add a handful of owl feathers to your inventory.
Nice.
Got a real thin
And
layer
as
of
he
leaves
begins to shed,
Molt.
vault,
Molt with an M.
molt.
on it. Al begins to vault.
Owl begins to vault. Just as you hear a laughter on the wind.
For fuck's sake, what are we
I'm going to
do?
do something special for you guys this time. You three decide who gets the oopsie this week.
Shit.
Oh, Bobby.
Well, I was going
I
to say
vote
not
Jeremy.
Jess because she's gotten it already.
Yeah.
I vote Jeremy. Maybe Jeremy will get made to something that's crazy that is cool and we can talk to.
Just to check to see if that's on the table. Can Jeremy
No,
get the
Jeremy cannot be
Damn.
hit with the oopsie.
We
Okay.
could do rollies.
We do
Nate.
what?
You want to do rollies? Am I talking to a wall? What's happening right now?
I think you might be.
I don't think anybody knows what the word rollies means.
Yeah.
It's a dice game. What do you mean?
Dice game.
You
We
roll
just
for
like
it.
roll to see who rolls higher.
Oh, right.
Come
Yeah.
on, man.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, we can
Alright.
do rollies.
Well,
It's like Bobby
why is it
Smoke.
just
Like,
you
what's up,
two?
dog?
He said you three. I'm playing rollies also.
Okay, fuck it.
Okay.
I'm down for deep voice Minnie again. That was hilarious. Just roll a d20.
Oh,
See who rolls highest.
I got a 2.
14.
Dag, you're not playing.
I want to play.
All right, fine. Dag, okay, out of the four of you, you guys decide who gets it.
don't. I got.
Well,
I
Dag
got
rolled
a
a 2.
12.
I got a 14.
I also got a 14.
Dag gets it.
They both get it.
They both get
Minnie,
I
Oh my
think
God,
me
we
and
both
me and
play?
Nate re-roll is what happens.
Minnie, what did you roll?
I rolled a 12.
Oh, a 12? Okay.
Yeah.
All right, roll again, Nate. Oh, I accidentally rolled 2. 1 second.
11.
1 goes to Nate.
Ooh. Rolled a 1.
Highest gets it?
Yeah, we were rolling the highest.
Oh, yeah, I think highest would win.
That's why Dag and Minnie were.
Lay it
kicked
on
out.
me.
Mhm.
I don't know. I vote Bobby. Nate just got it last episode. I think it's
True.
cop out, Bobby. I think you're just scared.
Wait,
Yeah.
Nate's also gotten it.
He was
Yeah,
the
that's how he's a
bird.
bird.
Oh,
just
he
lost his
literally
feathers.
just.
Yes.
Bobby says as he's holding feathers.
I literally took the feathers.
What?
I'll accept it. That's fine. Let's do it. I'm ready.
So, as the laughter trails off, the magic already dispersed.
Hold on, I gotta go pee. Just gonna go behind a tree real
Jesus
quick.
Christ.
Oh my god.
You all sit and wait for a moment, waiting to see what dastardly effect the universe has on you.
Hey, Berrick, I wouldn't touch
But
those
nothing
feathers.
happens.
What's wrong with them?
Keelan, with a 2.
Oh my god. What the fuck?
You are the only one who hears the echo off in the distance of the laughter. And suddenly you feel compelled slightly, invigorated, like you could do the greatest honor of impersonation of a famous bard that comes from a strange realm known as Earth. going by the name of Elvis Presley.
Oh my.
I am so glad it wasn't me.
For the next 3 hours.
Oh my god.
It's like Dag said.
This is where you say thank you.
Thank you very much. I think it's going to be a real defining change in old Keelan there.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
That is
Yeah.
really
Wait to
good.
hear
Yeah.
Keelan's
Well
fighting
done.
sounds.
Do you know how long I worked on Keelan's accent? Now I'm going to do Elvis. Fuck me.
You act dead for Keelan permanently.
Hey,
Next week
You
you're like,
wanted-
who am I?
you wanted to play rollies. You did this to yourself.
All
You
right.
sat down and
You
played
did.
Manji.
You did.
Well, listen here, everyone. I think we need to hold on tight until we wait for old Thunderbore to show up and snatch us them elks.
Can I just say, weirdly, Elvis's voice very much suits a horse person.
Yeah,
True.
that doesn't
He
sound
sounds
like
it
it.
right.
You're absolutely right.
Kind of does.
He was literally saying like, yeah.
When did he say that?
did.
When?
He did when he
said it
did
all
the
the time.
Like,
That's
yeah,
Johnny Bravo.
The beach movie.
Yeah.
It's like an Elvis thing.
Okay, fair enough.
And a
Watch more
horse
Elvis,
thing.
Dave.
So, as
We all agree this is permanent now.
so, you wait for a little while longer before Jack finally arrives. Looking at you all, slightly disappointed. He looks to Berrick, Al, and Minnie. So, you weren't able to find the beasts first.
No. But we were so close. And he looks at Jeremy.
You know, Mr. Thunderbore, I'll say I do think that Berrick learned a very valuable skill about himself, which, can sometimes be the greatest lesson of all.
And what lesson would that be?
Lesson that if you, push yourself more than you have before, that you'll find talents you never knew you had.
You'll also find death in the wild.
That too. Yeah, that's very possible. In fact, might have happened if we stayed out there a little longer. We were sniffing dirt for a while.
Who was sniffing dirt?
Mostly the pig. The pig's pretty good at it, or at least we thought. Turns out, Jeremy's hidden talent, not so much sniffing dirt, but we'll find out what it is.
Let this be a lesson to all of you. When finding yourselves in the wilds, don't exhaust your energy on fruitless endeavors. Make sure everything you do has purpose. Every piece of energy lost is to your disadvantage. I'm trying to teach you young ones, this isn't a game. Do you understand that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yes. I think he wants us to say yes.
Yes, sir. Salute.
You'll all be dead by nightfall. My God. Let's go find the others.
All right.
As he begins to lead you off in a westerly direction to Veya, Rune, and Veya. Veya, Rune, and Keelan. Sorry.
Mm-hmm. Both of y'all.
Yep.
Now,
all-
We're gonna do Elvis Presley Veya.
Yep.
I'm just a bunny.
I'll never win my mother's approval.
You wait for roughly about 30 minutes before you hear some trekking in the bushes coming from behind you. And as you turn, you immediately see Jack leading the rest of your companions closer towards you. Well done to all of you. You've passed your first test.
Thanks. It was mostly due to the wobble pots, but these two as well.
What did the wobble pots have to do with any of this?
I'm not sure either, but they did.
Well, we're really glad that we could be of
What?
assistance in this this task.
What the hell is wrong with your voice?
Yeah, what's going on, Keelan?
It's a hunter's voice, right?
I don't know what you're talking about. I always sound like this.
You guys remember? Canonically,
something
Keelan's entire family
something
sounds
that-
like this.
There's maybe something in my ears.
Yeah.
No, I sound exactly as I always remember.
Your voice is a little bit more hoarse than normal, but it sounds fine to me.
We gotta stop making that joke, man.
Terrible.
Oh my god.
I will quit this campaign.
You gotta come up with new jokes. You don't want to be interpreted as beating a dead horse.
Jack kills you all immediately.
That's
No
fair,
death saving rolls.
honestly.
You're all
yeah.
dead. That's it.
Hey, we
You're done.
meant 4 episodes. We meant 4 episodes. That's a great campaign.
Yeah,
Yep,
that's
the
it.
PBK we were looking for.
Yep.
Well done.
You all.
It was a record. We did it.
My favorite part, when Jeremy turned out to be the BBEG. Who knew?
That was impressive.
Yeah.
Jack with a very stern look on his face. Do you not all understand what I'm trying to teach you here?
To rely on all of our skills.
Well, yes, that. But at the same time, this isn't a time to be screwing around, making silly voices, making ridiculous excuses for things. You do realize that if you do wish to be true adventurers, out there in the wilderness, you'll find things worse than you could ever imagine, that are more easily willing to grasp you, eat you, tear you to shreds.
Like a goat?
I think he meant something a bit more scary than a goat, Berrick, but you know,
Like
maybe
the
a goat
plants
if you pissed
that
it
we-
off enough. Yeah.
We did find a goat actually too.
Yeah.
Mr. Jack Thunderbore, I assure you we're not screwed around at all. We are deadly serious about.
Would you stop
trying-
talking in that stupid voice?
Keelan looks down and seems very embarrassed. And
Hey.
goes quiet.
I think it's kind of rude of you to judge people for their voices. This is how I sound, and that's how Veya sounds, and Keelan is just in a weird mood right now. It's not very nice to scrutinize our voices. Also, we were the winners. So you should know that we weren't screwing around. We were just enjoying our time.
Well, if that's the case, why not enjoy it a little bit more?
Never know when to keep your mouth shut.
What do you mean?
Yeah.
Oh, your friend Rune here seems to think that it's all fun and games out here. So, Rune, you'll be the first. He points to the elk. There's our dinner.
Yeah, and?
I don't plan to eat it alive.
Oh. Okay. You want me to attack that really innocent elk over there?
No,
should be
not
fine.
attack. I want you to kill it.
The deer here are very patient. They just kind of stand around for a long time. You should be fine.
Or wait here until it's time. It's fine.
Okay. Rune looks really like she's not sure what to do. And she'll start slowly. Okay, so how far away are the elk?
From your position at this point, I would say they're roughly 100 yards.
100 yards. What's that in feet? So sorry. I'm
300.
Canadian. 300 feet? Okay. So Rune will, I guess, start slowly approaching. She's like looking back at the group like, what? Are we doing this? And Rune will start getting closer. She's gonna try and get within 90 feet of both the elk. Is there like a sort of place she like so she doesn't just walk into the middle of the clearing, or
There are a few trees
okay.
around you.
So she'll get within 90 feet if she can of these elk. And she will
Go ahead and make a stealth check for me.
Okay.
We're just letting her go by herself. I'll follow.
Yeah, before that happens, Dave, Al would like to sort of look into the clearing, and with a little bit of like a wave of his hands, mutter of his breath, he's going to cast Hex on the closest elk. I'm going to Hex Perception.
Oh.
As you're about to cast Hex, raising your hand into the air, immediately you feel the grasp of Jack Thunderbore's hand on your wrist. This is her kill.
I go back to doing what you said about not screwing around to make sure the job gets done, but that's the way you want it.
Make a persuasion check for me.
Ooh, 23.
A 23. He looks down for a moment before looking back to you, Al. A sensible one in the bunch. Teamwork does work much better than just on your own. I'll
When
allow
you have
it.
the advantage of, thank you, sir. I'll save the speech. I'm just going to complete the Hex. And perception. So it'll roll disadvantage on perception checks. And hopefully it drops below 0 so we can reuse it.
Okay.
For my stealth, I rolled a 14.
A 14. Okay.
That's pretty good.
And it has disadvantage on perception checks.
Can I run up beside Rune in a stealthily manner?
You can make a stealth check for me first.
Okay. That's gonna be 15.
15. You're easily able to make your way up closer to Rune, relatively close to a tree nearby the elks.
Rune. Psst.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
I don't know. I don't really want to hurt them. I think I'm just
So
gonna
don't. They're innocent. Who cares what that big fat oaf says?
I'm gonna try something first. I don't know if it's gonna work though. So I hope it'll be enough for him.
Okay, I'll back you up. But I really don't want to hurt anything either.
Yeah, I'm just gonna cast a little spell, okay?
Okay.
Okay. And Rude will she will say, hold on. She will close her eyes, and she's holding her staff, and you'll see her tattoo glow and sort of light up her staff. And she will cast Sleep, and she will say, Los Dolor, and really quietly. And she's going to try and put the two elk to sleep. So I think I have 5d8, and for the closest one, I suppose, and then if it goes down, then the rest of the HP.
Okay,
moves
go
on
ahead
to
and
the one.
go ahead and roll your 5d8.
Okay, help me with math, people. 7
Okay.
plus 4
11,
plus 6
17,
plus 6
23,
plus 5.
28.
28.
28 HP.
Okay. As you cast your spell, allowing the words of the elvish people to release out into the wild. You see both elk tilt their heads up for a moment as their ears begin to pull back. You watch as one of them drops, as the other seems to take off running. Veya, Keelan, Al, and Berrick, make a perception check for me.
Perception. Nat 20.
Damn.
Boom.
14.
16.
Veya,
Yes.
as watching
So
all
proud
of
of
this go down, all of you focused on Rune and Minnie at this point. Veya, you take note for just a brief moment. Jack seems to be distracted, a very serious look on his face.
What is it? Is there some other part of this test?
He looks towards you with a smirk. It seems there will be.
I'd like to scan for a predator nearby then.
Make another perception check for her. Actually, make an investigation check.
Not as good. 13.
You look around and don't see anything. Minnie and Rune, with the elk now down in front of you, what are you doing?
Rune will just turn around and say, "Is that enough? I think that's enough. I don't want to do anymore. This elk," and she's completely oblivious to whatever the fuck
You
is
are
happening.
immediately cut off as the ground underneath your feet begin to shake and quiver.
Fantastic.
As both of
Good.
you... Sorry, go ahead.
No, I said, oh, good. I was just,
Oh, okay. As the ground begins to shake underneath all of you, it grows and quivers harsher and harsher. As it does, Minnie and Rune, you hear the sound of what sounds like an explosion coming from behind you. As you quickly turn around, you now see a very large beast now coming up from the ground underneath you, massive in size, so large that hitting the rune itself, it smashes and breaks part of the shrine to the side. As it continues to grow larger and larger from the burrowed hole that it comes from, you watch as it slinks over top. What looks like long tendrilled fingers seem to grasp around the elk as you watch as two large pincers coming from its mouth sink deep into the elk itself. As it begins to pull it back towards its hole, dropping it down, it suddenly begins to sniff towards the air and looks towards both of you.
Rune,
For the rest, Jack looks at all of you and gives a smirk.
I was gonna be like, you didn't tell me there was a third team.
Looks like dinner is served as he nods his head towards the massive beast.
what the fuck is wrong with this guy?
Veya,
Go
with
back.
all of the fur on the back of her neck standing up, she just very quietly pulls her sword out and slinks down. I'd like her to start moving to the right of it to start to be able to flank, but in a very quiet, secretive way.
Okay.
How close is the beast to Minnie and Rune?
What did you say? About
90
I
90
was
feet?
90 feet from the elk.
Okay. About 90 feet.
So it's about 90 foot away from them. So they're not in immediate danger. Okay. Seeing Veya move quietly. Oh no, I gotta act quick. Okay, Keelan's going through things. Okay. Out of the gate. It's fine. Out of the gate, Keelan's movement is 70 foot. I'm going to move and dash 140 foot to ideally as close to the beast as I can get.
Okay.
Okay, we're just fighting this thing. Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna run.
Yeah, Rune is
No
literally like
problem.
seatbelt momming Minnie, like arm across the chest, being like, just back away.
If we don't move, it can't see you.
Yeah,
That's our deal.
It's too late. He's touching minis, guys.
I know. I know.
I know what you're doing over there.
Rune and Al, what are you doing?
Rune
Or
and
sorry,
Al?
Berrick and Al, what are you doing?
Good question.
Hey, Dave.
Yep.
Question: is that elk considered dead?
The elk is. Why do you
Does
ask?
it drop? Because
Would've
my
been
hex,
automatic
once
crit.
it drops to 0 HP, I can reapply hex as a bonus.
It is at 0 HP right now.
Okay, cool. Then I was gonna kind of feel that reset, and I'm gonna reapply hex to this thing, but instead I'm gonna hit dexterity.
Okay, fair enough. And Berrick?
Berrick is probably really far away, right? Because it was 300 yards away.
It was
From
100
Jack.
yards, 300 feet.
Or I mean 300 feet away from Jack Thunderbore.
I'm giving you
right?
guys the opportunity to move in closer if you want.
I'm gonna try to close as much of that gap as possible then.
Okay, so you're following
Yeah.
behind Keelan?
If we're able to move as well, I'm gonna close in. I want to say 120 feet away from the creature. Also, before I do, can I do want to look at Jack and be like, can you give us some info on this thing?
It's large, and it will kill you.
The fuck? Who
Good heads
is
up,
this
Mr.
man?
Thunderbore.
I like him. As Berrick is like trying to like make up as much space in between them as possible, just gonna be like, this means that if we kill this thing, we win, right?
I've already thought of that. Yeah, I was kind of like running alongside. Like, totally agree. Yeah.
You can think all you want, but you gotta keep up.
With that said, I'm going to have you all go ahead and roll me some initiative, please.
Initiative.
Here we go. Here we go.
Oh,
18.
18.
Also
me too.
18.
Oh my god.
Guys are
Damn! Combo attack! All
And
three
you
of
guys
us.
share the love.
All right.
Veya
Oh,
got a 19. So,
Al, what'd you get?
Mm-hmm.
18.
18. Keelan?
18.
18. Minnie?
You motherfuckers. Minnie,
You're muted.
you're muted.
Yes, you're muted.
I got a 10.
10.
At least I beat somebody.
Yeah.
And Rune.
18.
18.
Did you get mine?
Yeah, you got a 19.
Oh yeah, awesome, cool.
Sorry, Minnie, what'd you get again?
10.
A 10.
Okay, so the order is Veya, Al, the Fingerpede, Keelan, Rune, Berrick, and Minnie.
Finger
Oh,
Pete also
shit,
got an 18?
I've seen this Minnie.
And Mud, if you can go ahead and take us over to the mini screen if you haven't already, please and thank you.
Woo!
As the mighty beast now
my
towers over top of all of you.
Don't look, Elvie.
Keelan closer than anyone else. You watch as its long, many-fingered appendages twist and grasp at the air as it stands up on its main hind legs, ready for anything that you can throw at it.
Well, we'll
Not
see.
eating that thing.
Veya, you are up first. Let me get you a better angle. As you begin to pivot around, trying to flank the creature, what would you like to do, my friend?
All right. I would like to. Let's see here. Am I the red or am I yellow?
Yeah, so you are red right here. Minnie and Rune are over here by this tree. Keelan is right here, and then closing up from behind is Al and Berrick. They're just not on cam yet.
All right. Staying low to the ground. I'd like to continue to move. I've got a total of 30 feet of movement here. I'd like to move close to that. Can I get there within 30 feet?
You do have the pond in the way.
Okay. What's my swimming?
You could probably make it to about here. if you're moving. If you're swimming across, then you can probably make it across to the other side.
I'll go for the swim. I'll go for the
Okay.
swim. Yeah,
All right.
I want to get there.
Water, trying to do your best to stay as stealthy as possible. Go ahead and make a stealth check.
I will. Putting sword in mouth, she steps into the water. Not great with a 10.
10. As you pop up on the other sides, you immediately realize that the creature known as the Fingipede has now turned his attention towards you.
Fine. Look at me. Keep your eyes on me, you ugly beast. I'd like to swipe with my longsword then. Trying to make sure that if it's going to look at me, then I'm going to keep the attention that it doesn't look at the rest of the group. Not great. Does a 9 hit?
A 9 does not hit. It's very, very thick carapace.
It just kind of shakes afterwards, my sword vibrating. Damn sword! Ah! And she will still maintain. It has eyes, right?
It does have many eyes.
I'll look at one of the eyes.
Not sure which one to focus on.
Yeah. Like,
hey, you look at me, you bastard.
Yeah, all of this right here. And she's going to keep yelling at it, giving a little bit more opportunity for her companions.
Okay, go ahead and make a persuasion check for me, or intimidation, whichever you think is best.
Ooh, let's go with intimidation as she screams and raises her arms. 14.
Hey.
14.
Right
You
here.
seem to have the creature's attention at this point. Okay. Al, you're up. What would you like to do?
Cool. My first action, I want to take a quick second to recognize Khan in chat for dropping some very lore accurate statements. Finger plizzies, of course, is the preferred food.
True. Yes, it is true.
They love plizzies. There's a documentary on it. Al, he's going to seeing this thing as he's kind of running to keep up with the people, and he's kind of, as he gets there, he's not even going to really come to a stop, but at the same time, kind of cock the newfound energy since filling out the paperwork. Al feels a bit stronger now, more assured with their Eldritch Blast. So he's gonna go ahead and sling forward one giant blast with a little bit of extra oomph.
And what is the distance on that?
So my Eldritch Blast, it's 120 feet.
Okay.
I did ask at the beginning of combat.
You are this one right here, so pretty far off still. Not in any immediate danger of the creature.
Sure, yeah. Am I within range of the attack?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, cool. That's one double check. I will remain there because I think that's safe from AoEs if he has any. And yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and just fire a bit more.
Let it loose, my friend. What do you got?
With a +5 to hit and a 16, does a 21 do it?
A 21 does hit. As you hit the back carapace, you watch as a little bit of the backing seems to crack off one of the segments of the Fingipede. Go ahead and roll some damage for me.
All right, let's do this, chat. First Eldritch Blast with our new evocations. So we're rolling with a +3 thanks to my charisma modifier.
Ooh,
That's
fancy boy.
10 on a D10.
Very nice.
Plus
So that's
3,
13.
And then where he is hexed as well, I do a D6 additional. So 15 total.
God damn.
Oof. Al's kind of steps up and just kind of, he feels this thing give recoil on his arm. He just fires the blast off and it snaps back. He's like, oh, it's got some snap to it now.
As you let loose your Eldritch Blast, it creates a massive hole in the carapace of the Fingipede. Anything else you want to do on your turn, Nate?
As a free action, he's going to point at the hole in the carapace and say, team, I think I've made a weak point. Try to hit it there.
All right, fair enough.
Nice.
With that said, it is the Fingipede's turn at this point as he looks down upon small, tiny Veya.
I hate that.
It's okay. I called for this. I can take you.
Got it. You're tanking. It's a roll.
As it looms over top of you, blocking out the sun, it immediately lunges down on top of you. You see the large pincers and almost fangs within its mouth. As it reaches down, biting you, directly in the shoulder. You all hear a loud yelp come from Veya. Veya, you take 8 points of piercing damage. And I am going to need you to make a strength saving throw for me.
Sure. Wow, what did it roll? That's amazing. Okay, strength.
It rolled a 17, so
Damn.
that came out to a 22.
Damn.
Listen, I don't mean to brag, but my rolling is pretty darn good with a nat 20.
Woo!
It's a
Nicely
25
done.
if you'd like to know.
As it tries to reach around you with its grasping, gross little fingers, tiny little fingernails on each one of them, you immediately push your hands outward, trying to thrust back on the strength of the beast, holding it back for a moment before it slams shut as you dodge back just by a touch. Being successfully moving out of its entanglement. That
You're
is
gonna have to
going-
do a lot more if that's gonna hurt. Sorry.
Yeah, that's how to jump like a rabbit. Crap.
What?
All right, Veya.
Keelan, you're up. What would you like to do?
How far away am I?
At this point, you are roughly, you can be as close as 15 feet to it.
Okay. And these boulders, how close are they?
They are about, I would say, 10 feet, give or take.
Okay. Keelan is going to race over to the boulders. And what I would like to do is I want to take out actually, do I know how deep the little lake pond thing is? Is that a puddle or is it actually a
It's a decent sized pond.
decent sized pond? Okay, cool. I'm going to go over to the rocks, and as I do, I'm going to unfurl the rope that I brought with me, which I did specifically bring as one of the items that we were allowed to keep. And I'm going to tie the rope securely to the rocks that are there.
Okay.
Preferably that one.
Make a sleight of hand check.
Very well. That is an 18 on the dice, plus my extras is a 19.
19. You were able to easily secure the rope around one of the boulders. I'll let you use that as a bonus action.
Oh, sweet. Keelan will then, as a I hate this, but okay. As a standard action, I'm going to try to mount the creature.
Consent.
Consent is important.
It's what's the
You're attempting to grapple the creature.
Yeah.
Word choice, yes.
Okay, fair enough.
All right. I've got a +5, so this isn't too bad. Okay, that's a 21 on the
21 definitely beats my 10 as you're able to roll, climb up onto the back of the creature, holding onto the rock on the other side. I don't know if I can do this.
Well, I'm actually wanting to just hold onto the rope.
The rope is tied to the rock, though, isn't it?
Yeah, but I want to hold the other end.
Yeah, I assume that. Okay.
Yeah. What I mean is I'm not picking up the rock and taking it with me.
All right, you are now on the back of the creature.
I wonder what Keelan sounds like riding this thing.
Woo!
Right, fair enough.
Oh, there, that's it.
With that said, Rune, you're up. Berrick, you're on deck.
All right. Rune will sort of take a minute with herself, and she'll say, okay. Sleeping Beauty, I know we haven't been on the best terms, and Bear told me that I should just say hi, so hello, I really need your help right now, so if you could just do this for me, okay. And she's gonna cast Guiding Bolt. She's gonna say, Megor Adu, and you're just gonna see like this shot of like dark purple and blue like blinding light shoot out towards the creature.
Okay, fair enough. Is that a attack or is that a save?
It is an attack, and I am within range, which is crazy that there is a spell that is 120 feet. So. Oh my god! My rolls are on fucking fire tonight. I rolled a 19.
Share
that
the
is
love.
23 to hit. A 23 to hit.
I'm rolling like shit today.
23 to hit absolutely hits as you watch on the right side of the creature as a large portion of the carapace continues to break off. Go ahead and roll some damage for me.
You hear that?
That's a lot of dice.
Yeah, hit it in his bug hole.
Yeah.
Do you need help with your math?
18 points of
18 points of damage. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's guiding bolts, right, as well, Raina? So the next person has advantage on their attack.
Oh my god, that's true. No. Yeah, on the next attack roll made against a target, the next turn has advantage. There's a mystical dim twilight glittering around the target.
Ooh, fancy. Real fancy. Oh, you fancy, huh?
Oh,
you
you
fancy.
huh?
All right.
Fancy-ish.
Is there anything else you want to do on your turn?
Rune will just, she'll open her eyes and be like, oh, wow, thanks. I guess it works. Just saying hi. I should look more often.
All right. Berrick, you're up. What would you like to do? Minnie, you're on deck.
All right. Berrick sort of, as he's still closing the gap, reaches for his staff and realizes he didn't bring it. So he's going to... how far away from Stonehenge am I?
You are roughly 5, 10, 15, 20. You're about 30 feet away from Stonehenge.
Perfect. So I'm going to run until I am within 30 feet of the top of the stone runes there. And bonus action, face step, and you just see him kind of puff into like a just plethora of leaves that kind of bash in every direction. And reappear on top, on the side, closer to the insect. Yeah.
All right.
And then with my action, he's going to sort of like almost mimic as if he's like digging into earth itself. And I'm going to cast Entangle. And I need a strength save from the centipede.
Okay.
So you sort of just see these like vines start to snap like out of the ground and try to like keep it hunkered down.
Okay. As the vines start to sprout out from the ground, very quickly trying to wrap around the back end of the creature, grabbing onto some of the fingers out of its side. You watch as the overpowering creature is easily able to snap through the vines.
I was worried about that. He sort of just looks a little defeated and like not lost and not know what to do. But that's fine.
All right. Fair enough. Minnie, you were up. Al, you were on deck Veya, you were on deck for the top of the round.
How far away are this little pile of stones that's sort of behind the creature?
From where you are right now?
Yeah.
So you're situated behind this tree. So you're about 5, 10, 15, about 20 feet away from the large stones.
Okay, that's perfect. I want to take a few steps forward so I have a clear shot and there's no way that I'm going to hit Keelan.
Oh, you
and
knocked
then
down
sort
the
of like, damn it, Dave.
Mini smash.
Shit, sorry about
You're
that.
too strong.
Was that my bad? Sorry.
All right, stepping from to the side, trying to get as much of a close view. You still are faced with the carapace.
Is there a way that I can angle my shot on the way to that pile of boulders?
So you're going to try and run and make the shot?
No. Like, start a trajectory. I'm headed to those boulders and then pause when I have a clear shot, take the shot, and then use the rest of my movement speed to see if I can get some cover.
Absolutely you can. Are you kidding me? Also,
do
welcome in,
that.
Raiders. As you continue to dash, kind of sideswiping away running up towards the boulders. You take a moment to stop as you focus Jeremy directly by your side as you pull back on your short bow and let loose. Go ahead and roll an attack for me.
Okay, that is going to be an 18 to hit.
An 18 just hits as you're able to find in between some of the plates. The creature lets out a loud bellowing roar. I don't know. That's all I got. That's all I got right now.
It's pretty good.
It's pretty terrifying, right? Pretty terrifying.
That's going to be 8 points of damage and then another 1 point of sneak attack damage. So 9.
9 points. Very good.
And then I'll use up the rest of my movement speed to finish behind those rocks. And as she's kind of heading to the rock, she's like celebrating to herself. She's like, yes, I got it. I got it.
From on top of the ruins, you just see Berrick look down on you and go,
Nice.
Finger guns.
All right. Anything else you want to do on your turn, Minnie?
No, I think I'm spent.
Okay, fair enough. Give me 1 second.
I do have a scale replica of Minnie's weapon as well.
that is to scale.
Ooh.
That is exactly the scale.
Okay, sorry. Technical difficulties.
Technical refresh.
A technical refresh, as they say. All right, Veya, you're up. What would you like to do? Al, you're on deck.
Yes, seeing that giant hole blasted in its side, I'd like to try to stab it right in there, seeing the opportunity made.
Right in the bug hole.
All right,
Yeah.
get it right in the bug hole. Aiming for its fleshiest, most exposed part. Thrusting your sword forward. What you
Does a
got?
17 hit?
A 17 as you try and lunge forward. One of its fingers, just in enough time, swipes away at your sword. You create a small cut on one of the fingers, but it seems to do no damage.
Ah! Quit it! And I'm gonna just, for flavor, hit the ground and attack the ground.
All right, fair enough.
Hold a hit.
Go ahead and make an attack for me.
See how this turns out for. Oh, good.
You've now aggroed the entire planet.
As you thrust your sword deep into the ground, you hit very, very hard. Go ahead and roll some damage on the ground.
Yeah, it was a nat 20. I'm so glad I wasted a nat 20 on hitting the ground.
Gotta love those ground shots.
Yeah.
You have caused 8 points of damage to the planet. Well done.
Wow.
Well done.
I tear this ground up. Minnie would be impressed, as it's just ready to be farmed at this point. So
Dave, super quick, just to approach the bench here on this. So if Veya did indeed hit the ground, is all of the finger peed above the ground? Because it did come from the ground. And is it entirely exposed?
Oh my
did Veya
god,
maybe...
Dag.
Yes, it is
Look.
out. It is
Oh my
outside
God.
of the ground right now. Her
Can't.
stabbing the ground doesn't do
Look, I'm
anything
trying to help
to
it.
it.
Good try.
I try to
I appreciate it, but yeah, no. Okay, Al, you're up. What would you like to do, my friend? Let's see if I can get
Al's
range
gonna-
for you.
Seduce it.
You're looking mighty fine there. I never really noticed before.
What do those fingers do?
No! You're all
The bug
no.
hole. It's so wide.
no, no.
Let's see if we can make it wider. You know.
Oh my gosh.
We all need to go to jail.
I was gonna
Not
die.
me.
I'm just gonna die. I'm just gonna die on the spot.
Yes. Yep.
If it works, it works. Warlocks being warlocks. Al's gonna be like, I'll make it bigger for you, Veya. He's gonna keep firing at them at the exposed bug bits.
All
Yep.
right, blasting another eldritch blast towards its canopy or canopy
18,
carapace.
23.
23 absolutely hits. Go ahead and roll some damage for me.
Perfect. Got a 9 on the D10 plus 3, so it's 12 plus 17 total.
17. At this point, the Fingipede is looking very wobbly. You can see bits and pieces of its carapace completely cracked down its backside.
Just keep pushing. We almost got it. And then that's Al's turn.
All right. It is the Fingipede's turn. With Keelan on its back and Veya directly in front of it.
Mhm.
It is going to turn its attention towards Keelan. Ooh,
And Dave,
that's
just a reminder, any dex checks you made are with disadvantage as well.
This is definitely not a dex check, as it turns, raising up a little bit further before it slams down on top of Keelan with a 19.
Oof, yeah,
that is going to
will
be
hit
a
Keelan.
24 to hit. You take 8 points of damage as you feel its fangs sink down into your skin. I need you to go ahead and make a strength saving throw for me.
All right, strength saving throw. This is good. Yeah. That is a 21.
21. You are also able, although the fangs sink deep into your flesh, causing you 8 points of piercing damage, you are able to evade the entanglements. Again, slightly moving out of the way of the tendrilled fingers that reach and try and grasp out towards you. That's going to end its turn. Keelan, you're up. What would you like to do?
Okay. So Keelan is going to try and tie the rope around the fingerpede that he currently has on him.
All right. Tying the rope around it would be... I'm going to say make another sleight of hand check to see if you can secure that knot properly.
Okay.
He was in scouts.
That is a
Over,
19.
under, bring the rabbit through.
A 19. You were easily able to successfully tie the knot around the creature.
Ooh.
What would you like to do?
Okay. So tying the knot is an action. Would I potentially, if I run into, if I leave the creature and hit the rock, can I knock it into the water, into the pond?
With enough strength, you can certainly try.
Sure, I'd love to do that. I will disengage and try to dump the rock into the pond.
Hopping off of the creature, standing in front of the rock, you attempt to raise it up. It is a very large stone in comparison to your size. Easily making up about half of your overall size. This is going to be a very difficult check for you, and we will set it as an overall athletics check. I'm going to set the DC, given its size and given the heat of the moments, I will set the DC at 18.
All right.
We've been rolling 18s. It's doable.
It has been rolling good, but this is just where it's locked in and ready.
Do you have a bonus action to rage?
I'm presuming that. Oh, actually, yeah, I could use my adrenaline rush. Okay, so as well, just to add to this, with Keelan being a horse person, I have powerful build. So I'm actually treated as one size category larger, specifically for carry capacity and weight when pushing, lifting, and dragging.
Ooh.
Could I use that to potentially petition for advantage?
I won't give you advantage from the overall size of the stone, but I'll give you a +2 on the roll.
Great. Okay. Thank you. Oh, gracious GM. Okay. Will I have an ability to use my adrenaline rush?
You do not have... You've used an action to tie it up, so you can choose whether you want to do an adrenaline rush or try and go ahead and throw the rock stone in the water.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I'm going to try and push it. Okay. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. That is good. That is a 15 on the dice, plus my 5 for my athletics check. That is 20, plus the 2 is 22.
Dang.
22.
Nice.
As you toss the stone into the water, you watch as the creature tries to pull back the best that it can. It's easily wrapped up at this point, making it vulnerable to attacks as it continues trying to fight away from the stone and the pull of it all. That is going to take us to Rune. Rune, what are you doing?
Whoa. I don't know why that surprised me. I wasn't expecting this. Rune will turn and look back over her shoulder, seeing that this finger thing has now hurt 2 of her companions. She will turn her head over her shoulder and look at Jack Thunderbore and just say, Are you gonna do anything? You're just gonna stand there. And she's gonna take her 30 feet of movement to get her within 60 feet range.
You're pretty close, so we'll just get you out right about there.
Okay. I mean, I did say I was 90 feet away originally, so whatever. Anyway, so I'm within 60. I'm within 60 feet now. And she'll close her eyes and say, Okay, Sleeping Beauty, it's me again. Hello. I don't know if I have to do this every time now, but maybe I'll just try. Okay, you and me. And she's gonna cast a Bolt of Radiance, which is a Dex save and a cantrip.
That's smart. That's smart.
With a 5.
Hi.
Go ahead and roll some damage for me.
Alrighty. Well, that's poopy is 4 points of damage.
4 points is actually more than enough.
What?
Hey,
Rune,
that's all
go
we needed.
and tell us the tale of how you vanquished your mightiest foe.
Oh man. Okay. So as she's having this good conversation with Sleeping Beauty, and she's like, I don't know if I have to do this every time. It's like something just like takes over her. Her eyes go completely white, and like cuts her off mid-sentence, and her tattoo glows, lights up her staff, and you see this sort of bolt of like purple and pink, but like larger than usual, just shoot this straight beam of light directly through the creature, leaving a hole like a lightsaber hole, and you just hear
As
You made another bug hole.
As you burst a radiant glow flying through the creature, creating a massive hole just above the rope. That is just enough space for the rest of the rope to tear through the rest of the creature, cutting it directly in half as it topples over like that of a fallen tree, bisecting it directly in the center into 2. And as you all stare down at your kill, panting, sweating, you hear a clap coming from behind you. As Jack approaches all of you with a smile on his face. I may have underestimated all of you. You might fool around in the worst of times. But when it counts, your team comes through. He reaches into a small satchel on his side, pulling out a small scroll. And as he does, looking to each of you, he looks to Veya and Keelan and begins to recite some magical words, drawing familiar sigils within the air with his finger, tracing out the outline of one of the minor constellations. Both of you immediately begin to feel a little bit better. You both take
20 damage.
Yeah.
Dead.
Acid damage.
Murdered.
four
Melt from
points,
the inside out.
4 points of healing each.
If you get hit once, you basically are dead.
Oh, thank you very much.
You've all worked very hard and well today. You've shown that when working as a team, survival's not out of the options. All of you take rest. I'll clean this beast for us today. As he reaches behind, grabbing his very large longsword, and gets to work.
Catch me, Jack. Berrick's gonna plummet to jump down.
No.
Eyes
Keelan will run over to try and catch Berrick as he falls.
Go ahead and make an athletics check for me.
17.
With a 17, you're easily able to cradle Berrick once again.
I wanted Jack to catch me. He just pushed us off of you.
What?
Looking really mad about the situation.
I look. I was like, "Why are you wet?"
I don't know.
You shouldn't be moist all the time. There's something not right about you.
It's true.
Why are you talking?
What do you mean? I'm talking just fine, like.
Sure. All right. I'm hungry.
He hit his head or something.
Wait, before we leave, is the elk body around? Or is it gone?
The elk body was dragged down into the hole that was created by the creature.
Oh, Rune, get in there and get it.
Can I just see if I can see it? Like, look for it?
Sure, go ahead and make an investigation check for me.
That is...
Mud, you can take us off the combat screen.
That is a 9.
A 9. Unfortunately, it's too dark and the hole is just far too large.
Does she
That
look
can't be.
sad?
It's too thick.
Yeah, Rune takes a knee. She looks kind of stoic, and she'll close her eyes and she'll just say, "I'm sorry if for what I had my part in your demise, and it's time for you to rest now, in an eternal slumber. Good night." And she'll get up and walk back to the group.
Oh.
Well, if it's
Minnie
any solace, the creature is not dead. It's just paralyzed at the bottom of the hole.
Oh, that's nice.
good.
Feel better.
Probably worse.
That's
Nice.
a lot
I'm just
better.
saying. I'm just.
Right, it
I
wasn't
mean, I'm just
terrified at
letting
all.
You guys know that
Yeah.
the creature didn't die per se.
So
Well,
therefore,
Rune
once the
doesn't
rouse
know
wears
that.
off, it'll get up and it's fine.
That's
Oh
fine.
my gosh.
It'll find its way towards the Underdark, and it'll be the
Oh.
first elk that rises up amongst the Druid or the
Right.
Drugar.
We'll have something to
Nope.
fear in another season.
Yeah,
Yep.
exactly.
That's gonna come back and get us.
Minnie
Well, this hole looks
will-
rather dangerous. Let's stop filling it in.
Oh god.
Oh my god. Okay.
And as Keelan buries it alive, time passes as the sun sets. Jack finished the cleaning of the creature before creating a large fire and starting to cook for all of you. As he finishes, giving you each a very large piece of meat. Biting into it, surprisingly, it is extremely flavorful and moist. Not anything you'd expect. Yes, exactly. It tastes exactly like chicken.
It's good.
Veya must be living it up. It's just like a giant bug.
Jeez. It's delicious, actually, and it's full of protein, and I'm going to eat all of my portion.
I
Yes.
wasn't saying you weren't gonna. I was hoping you were excited about this. And
Oh, I'm sorry, Al. I kind of misread that situation. I guess I'm a little bit on edge after the fight. I was a little frustrated I didn't actually hit it.
what do you mean? You cut its finger pretty good. Plus, you distracted it so that way everybody didn't get eaten.
That doesn't really count. You blasted a giant hole at its side.
That was pretty cool. You thought I was all like,
I
"Pacoo!"
could have walked
Yeah.
through it. It was massive.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. But Rune really cut that thing in half, and then Keelan with the dragging it down to the depths. Yeah, it was all good work all around. Berrick, you
I was there too.
yeah. Hey Berrick, let me ask you something.
Yeah, what's up?
When you asked Thunderbore before, did you find out if he ever threw up before?
He never said, man. I think he's embarrassed. My guess is yes, and that he's embarrassed about it.
All right, well, I'll owe you when we get back to town.
Jack
Wait.
overhears your comment and looks to all of you. Yeah, I've heaved.
Ah!
Nice.
So Mr. Thunderbore is immortal after all.
Fortunately for all of us, yes. And
Come
this
on.
brings me back. I remember
Mr.
my
Jack.
first kill. Yes, Minnie.
Did you always work by yourself?
No. When I was your age, yes. I wasn't much older than you are now when I had my first kill. And surprisingly enough, it was a very large creature as well. Back in my home of the Susian Hills, far from here. I thought I knew everything. Sold my cow for nothing more than a bag of beans.
God.
Oh.
Okay.
No. Took me a second. Dang.
We're on the magic bean market.
Then what happened?
Long story short, there was a very large beanstalk. And at the top of the beanstalk, a vicious creature very similar to this, albeit more humanoid, threatened my entire tribe. But I was able to get the better of it, similar to what you all did here today.
Cut it in half, huh?
It was in 4.
Oh.
Cheater.
Whoa.
You were a little bit older than us, so we're ahead.
So defensive.
You know.
I love it.
Oh, that's an amazing story.
I'll get used to that.
Nickname that followed me around for years. Jack the Giant Killer. But to answer your question, Minnie, no. I haven't worked alone. Part of the reason why I'm part of the Evergreen Watch now. During the War of Red and Green, you needed more and more people to rely on. Nothing like the peace we have today throughout the Emerald Empire. They were hellish times.
Why is it called the War of Red and Green?
That is a very, very long story, my young tenderfoot. But, in short, those who give patronage to the Emerald City faced a great foe. The banners were of red. A great, great witch who was able to rally those against us. But we were able to push them back, far beyond the Bomb Spine Mountains, where they've stayed quiet for quite some time now.
Wait, they're not all dead?
Well,
So, then couldn't they come back at any time?
the major power of those that wore red, they did suffer an immense loss within the war. I know it's tales of boogeymen to most of you at this point, but you may have heard tales of a creature known as the Gnome King. The Gnome King was dismantled, destroyed at the tail end of the war, which gave us the upper hand. But this is not a time to reflect on old wounds of war. This is a time to celebrate all of you. I know my methods are harsh, but you need to understand that beyond that of Star Tier Village, there are perils and dangers out there, always lurking. And if you do not have your head on a swivel, making the right decisions as you go, it could mean your demise as well. I'm trying to teach you this. And I don't believe in coddling. Do you all understand?
Yes.
Yeah.
Berrick leans over to
Mr.
Rune.
Thunderbore.
I don't know what coddling means.
Like, you know, like a baby. You take care of you coddle
Got
a
it,
baby.
shut up, got it, I got it, shut up. I understand.
Minnie shrugs and says, "Yes, Mr. Jack."
I think you've earned more than enough. Just call me Jack.
So what are we going to work on next then?
He lifts his head, looking over the horizon towards the mountains of the Storm Peaks. That's where we're headed tomorrow.
Wow, seems dangerous up there. What are we gonna do there?
You'll find out soon enough.
Ah.
But for now, best to get your rest. You all deserve it.
Veya,
What? You have to go to the bathroom again?
looks at Jack. He looks back at
Go ahead, but go over like at least behind that tree or something so the rest of us don't have to see or hear it.
Got it. Can I roll to see how powerful my stream is to see if they can hear it?
No.
Good.
No.
You should, absolutely.
Roll for volume.
Oh God.
As Berrick finds his way,
It's a 1.
as Berrick finds his way
Based on tonight, man, yeah.
towards a large trunked tree,
All over you.
finishing his business and giving a few shakes. Not too many, or you're playing with yourself.
The one's going with
Each
it.
other. It's a party over here.
Just as you finish, Berrick, looking down towards the ground, you watch as what looks like a vine similar to yours from your entanglement begins to sprout up from the ground, making its way about waist high. As it begins to curl. No. God damn it, Bobby.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
As it begins to curl itself in a come hither motion.
Uh-oh.
Go for it. Do it.
Okay, closer.
As you grow closer, it shifts and begins to point off into the forest,
He'll kind of like look back over the tree, make sure that no one's like watching, and then he'll go in that direction. Yeah.
As you make your way away from the campfire, leaving your companions behind, and into the darkness of night. That, my friends,
Oh man.
is going to be a story for another day.
Oh no.
And that was the last we saw of him.
Let ever started. Never to be seen again.
Went for a pee one night, never came back, I tell you.
It's Hootie.
Suddenly we are
Know
joined
it.
by Hootie.
Yep.
Hey, kid, come
Hootie?
over here. You peeing?
Yeah, I'm very upset. Yeah, Lud's had it right. Or sorry, Senhas has it right. Where is your Peabody right now?
It's true.
Yeah.
I forgot my Peabody.
You
Yeah.
definitely forgot your Peabody.
This is what happens, guys.
With that said, we will give you all one more chance to go ahead and enter our giveaway for the evening for the lovely dice box, dice tower roller mabobber thingy. Mud, if you can put that up on screen, thank you very kindly. And again, big thank you to Mithril Armory for sponsoring our giveaway for this evening. Love you very much. Congratulations again on the Kickstarter.
Yeah.
Very, very, very well done.
Congrats.
So with that said, I think we're going to close up. Wait, did I? Oh no.
Hmm.
Oh no.
Yep.
Dave.
Oh yeah.
Hang on. No, I found it. Everything's fine. Everything's good.
Is it?
It is. It just timed everything out. I think we're good.
Okay.
All right. So with that said, we are going to close up the entries for the evening. And if I can get a drum roll, please.
A drum roll.
The winner of tonight's giveaway is none other than the lovely, the talented, none other than
Sailin' staying.
Zaylin Stalin. Congratulations, my friend.
Hell yeah.
You have won yourself a Mithril dice box. We will go ahead either reach out to myself or Raina, and reach out to Raina. We'll go ahead and get all your details. And yeah, once again, congratulations, my friend. Well earned. But with that said, folks, we went a little bit over time for the evening, so we're going to wrap it up for tonight. Again, guys, thank you so much for joining us for the evening. We are not going to be doing our stream tomorrow because it is Valentine's Day, and I kind of want to spend some time with my wife because we don't get a lot of it nowadays. So
Gross.
But we will be back on Thursday for our typical stream for a whole bunch of mini painting and fun. I'm going to yap a whole bunch because boy howdy, I have a lot to talk about and yap about this week. But until that time, to all the adventurers out there, whether you find yourself trying to find sustenance with your team deep within the forests, or getting yourself fingered, peated. No, that's not a good one. All right.
I'm not miming.
Run it back.
You didn't even mention the bug hole.
No, just no.
Or whether you find yourself blasting a bung hole, I beg you all, one word of caution. Be careful out there. You can trip. We'll see you in the next one, guys. Take care.
Bye, guys.
Bye.